Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
What chance do we have?
We have hope. Star Wars was built on hope. I mean, we got, look, what do you want me to say today, guys? What do you want me to say? Yo, I brought my man back, Corbin. It's been a long time. I think it's been like 4 months since we've done anything together.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
so happy to see you here, man. I really am.
Me too, man.
He's
Thank
my
you.
favorite librarian. Actually, probably the only motherfucker I know that is. Oh, that wasn't even 30. Oh, wait a second. I cleared it. Anyways, yo. I mean, I'm just talking to the back room. Thank you for everybody that commented early. I saw Ruben was early, and then I had to ask a question. We're gonna try not to spoil some stuff, but I think the internet spoiled it already. So we're not going to get into the heat, but I had to tell
about it without spoiling it.
I had to tell the Darkside crew has like that thing is like the stock ticker at this point. It's just going and going and going. I don't know, man, but I do find it funny what people think my opinions are. I mean, it is what it is. So it should be a good show tonight. I hope it is. Let's say hi to everybody. Let's get a couple people in there. I said it. Ruben was first. I think Ruben watched it at like 4 a.m. and then decided to well, Ruben's in Texas, so it was probably wherever it came out for him. It's probably 3:00 my time.
Yeah,
and decided to post afterwards. So good luck with that. Sticks, we see you. Half hour. No, that half hour is up. Speak of the man himself. There he goes. I hope you guys enjoyed his video. It was really cool. He should have more here in a little bit. It's weird. It's almost like well, we did do a top 10 ranking on Mando characters that were going to show up. How did that go? Yeah, okay, there you go. Sam just tells you how that one went. Go be tough, spoil free. Joe, I agree. Venoms, we said, did we say hi to Venoms yet? Good, Venoms. Good to see you. Eric,
I still have a retort for Sam's our 9th and 10th rankings. There's a reason why. You
and Dom on Sunday, you two have a lot of explaining to do. Because if you see,
I already explained it to you.
I put 10 up, and this is what I got. No shot ever going to show up. Shouldn't even be on the list. And by the way, that's a rollover from the chat where you guys told me why the bleep is the armor even in the list of ranking 10. So I already had my head hanging low on that one. All right, here we go. Repair Tech Tony.
Once we get to it.
We haven't even said hi to everybody. Repair Tech Tony, good to see you, my man. Oh, look, we have the comic book barbarian with us. So how great is that? Good to see you, Timo. Love you too, brother. Good to see you. All right. Before we get into any of that nonsense or we go off track, because it's already 3 minutes in and I've sworn we've gone off track. We're probably demonetized if we even turn monetization on.
I did, but then you had to go and screw it. All
right, Mark, what's going on? Oh, be good to see you. We'll say hi to everybody else. Let's get into the news because not only are we on point today with everything else that's been going on today, but we also the news is going to get us messed up too. So we're just going to troll everything at this point. We're giving it back to everybody.
Not all of it. Maybe bits, but
I added some of it, so it's always a bad idea.
Fake paper shuffles.
Not even the chat's all right. Chat, stop spoiling it. Chat, Double J, it's good to see you. It's good to see the whole crew's in the chat at this point. Lopez is in there. We got Obi in there. Leftover, good to see you. Jedi, the boys, Jedi. We gave
Dom show up yet?
Dom hasn't shown up.
All right.
We gave Double J an evening off, so he could just sit back and relax. We'll have him probably back on again. Anyways, what do we got for news?
We got our news for Wednesday, January 26, 2022. We'll start off with the box office report because I always like looking at the movie stuff first. It's just easy. Easiest going right into it.
Corbin, did you see this movie?
Huh?
Did you see this in theaters?
Oh, several times. Yes, very much so.
I only got to see it once.
Oh my goodness! I have a story
I'm
for it, but
I
another
was
day.
waiting for things to kind of like chill out a little bit because
Maybe at
everybody
the
I
end.
know was like,
Maybe at the end. Maybe at the end.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm like, well, shit.
I still haven't. I still haven't. To be honest
Hey.
with you, it's been a really interesting. Just personally, it's been a really interesting couple months, so I haven't had a chance to do anything fun.
Oh man.
Ed, thank you for saying hi for the algorithm. Astro, good to see you too. Let's go. Okay, so where are we at now?
Spidey's he's still on top. It's just raking in money still.
Nice.
Another only 14, but it made its way back into the top position.
Mm.
You know, that Scream had it for
As
a
it
week.
should.
That was a new movie.
Yeah. Oh, good. And what does it say about the Avatar? Did it pass it? Thank God.
Oh, we're getting close. That's where we're at right here.
Oh, come on.
It's at number 4 behind Avatar. It's got 721. Avatar's got 760. So
use all your NFTs to go buy tickets to Spider-Man. See how that works out for you.
it could be close. I mean, if it's only 14 now, probably be about 10 next week, and it'll start dwindling down. I don't know if it's got another 39. Well, 39 is not that much.
Lopez, knock it off.
We'll see. It could be close.
Mm.
And then worldwide, it's still in the same spot at number 6, but I mean, Infinity War is at 2 billion, so it's got a long way to move out of there. So I think it's where it's going to probably hold.
Yeah, probably.
Unless it releases, unless there's like a big release in China, and then all of a sudden, then maybe it blows past. But
I think California was doing some like special type. They were playing all 3 of the movies in that trilogy to try to drum up some additional money. So maybe it's one of those they do more places.
Yeah, it could do it. Well, at least the domestic. I think it could pass Avatar domestic, but that's it for the box office. We'll move over to, I don't know. I guess this is rumor. I didn't even put a rumor stamp on it because I don't know if this is. It's a guess that she's.
Is that what she looks like?
Somebody maybe.
That's what Charlize Theron looks like. Currently,
she did in. I think that's from maybe Fast and the Furious. Is that when she had the weird dreadlock things? Just awful hair choice, but.
They must have picked
could
up.
Be Clea, apparently, or she could be Sue Storm, from what a lot of online sources are saying.
Oh, I like her as Sue Storm. That's not bad.
Yeah.
But why Sue Storm in Doctor Strange too?
Just the multiverse, just a way to introduce them to the Marvel.
Oh, so every person's gonna
everything. Throw it all at the wall. It's the multiverse. We can anything could be there.
I mean, everybody. Cad Bane was supposed to be in today's episode, so there we go.
He might be still.
Oh, I just missed him.
All right. Well, sticking with the Fantastic Four idea is something I'd never actually seen before. But then when I thought about it, you know what? This could work. If Seth Rogen were the voice of the Thing, like I could hear like a gruff kind of
funny man
like goofy.
Really?
Yeah.
The Thing's a prick. He's like a curmudgeon.
He could be that.
I think as he's aged, he definitely can be a little bit more of that side. Be more on the funnier side, but like, come on, that wouldn't fit perfectly with Marvel anyway. You know? Like, Marvel doesn't do gruff. Like, I mean, they have to make gruff funny. So I'm with it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've left him pretty much what he is. I mean, there was parts where they did make him a little bit more humor, the him back and forth with him and Human Torch. They tried to make him a little funnier down in the 80s when they, the 70s and 80s when they softened up, like when Batman was wearing light blue and the Joker had a mustache and everything like that. You know what I'm talking about?
I know it was
Adam West. Yeah, when the Adam West did. It's like they kind of did the same thing with the at least the records and some of the stuff with the Thing, but it didn't stay for that long. So I don't care either way. It would be fun, I guess.
I don't know. Again, this is not an announcement or anything like that. It's just rumor stuff that's floating around out there. Just seemed interesting. Apparently, James Gunn keeps getting asked about Bug. I've been wondering about Bug because I like the character of Bug, but apparently, Marvel just can't. They can't use him. They don't own the rights to Bug, so they can't use him because he's a Micronauts character, and I think the rights.
Nobody likes Bug. That's not true.
I like Bug.
No,
in the comics.
No,
Bug was entertaining.
No,
I'm telling you, he was.
All right.
Well, they can't use him. I like the idea of this and across the Spider-Verse that each universe will have its own art style. Like, I think that'll be kind of cool. I don't know how many universes we're going to see, but I like the art style they had in the first movie. I like the idea if they move to a different universe, it's going to be different because
we need Red from that 70s show. Sticks is right. Sticks is right. Yeah, you think that'll work good? You guys think that'll work good?
Yeah, it's animated, so you can make it work.
Sure, especially 2099. I think I would like it in a different animation style than like the same one we saw before. Just seeing the more techno-futuristic, more aligned with that, that we saw maybe in the video game and however the comics were.
Well, remember 2099? There was a lot of wasteland in there too. Like it was like dystopic. So like
true. Yeah. Either way, I think it would definitely translate, like you said, Marco. Even with that addition, like probably translate better to a different style. In that cartoonish kind of feel, I'd be like the one that we saw at the end. I don't know if I want to see that as like the main one.
Right. I just don't want to have a seizure. Is what I'm saying. I'm getting old. I'm getting up there in age. Got to watch how many flashy lights they put up there and stuff. So.
Oh man.
Well, just close your eyes at times. If you start to get dizzy, just so you don't have a spell.
Take my medicine.
Close your eyes and maybe have a nap.
All right.
So Mortal Kombat. We might be getting this. Well, we're going to be getting a sequel, and I guess the writer of Moon Knight is going to be writing the script. I don't know how good Moon Knight's going to be, or how good Moon Knight the TV series is, to know if this is a good writer or not. But Mortal Kombat, it's kind of fun. The first one.
I completely forgot what it was about, so it couldn't have been that good.
It's a tournament.
I mean, finish him. Like that's all I remember. I thought everyone died. I mean, I guess it's a video game. I guess you can bring him back.
Yeah, you bring lots of more characters to bring in too.
Oh, there are. See, this is why I show my. There you go. I haven't played.
Well, it wasn't that bad. I remember because they had what's his name with all the arms and stuff. And it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. But they didn't have Johnny Cage. They just didn't bring in Johnny Cage.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't bring in Johnny Cage.
Guys, they can bring in.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. They had Sub-Zero and Scorpion. They had what's her name was in there. Did they get that? No, they didn't. All right, go ahead. Next up, we're not.
I got one more that's kind of leading into our next segment too. Is apparently The Rock's going to be making another video game based movie, but we don't know what it is. He's not telling us. They're going to announce it later, but apparently it's one of the biggest and most badass video games out there. So I don't know what that could mean.
So two people. Well, to be honest with you, this was in another group I'm in, and it was discussed in the COD COD. Doing a version of COD wouldn't be so bad. Halo's already coming out, but Mel is swearing that it is Gears of War, which I've heard Gears of War a couple times be mentioned as a option. I think the two front runners would be those two, but like. Doom, he was in Doom already. That was bad. I think it might go. The only reason I was thinking about it, and I was on the COD front because I think it would play towards his style, and and obviously right now Gears of War is not quite what what Warzone or CO or COD, even with COD's slowing Call of Duty. What Call of Duty slowing down rankings are, but it's still one of the biggest that there's ever been. Actually, bigger than Gears of War. So. But then I thought about it and I saw this and it's like, yeah, he does do a lot of these corny ass family things. So he's probably going to be doing this stupid whatever dance thing and doing a fucking Fortnite. They're gonna do.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's all right.
We'll see.
He can't be Master Chief because that's already actually speaking of that.
Yeah, that's in here. That's coming up too. In the news because
Diablo. He's not doing Diablo, bro.
Diablo. All right, well, that takes us to our movie stuff, and since we were just talking about video games, we'll go into the gaming stuff real fast.
Hey, don't you be smudging, Rock. Don't you
Lego Star Wars. All 9 episodes will be coming out in April 5th.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this for my son's.
No, I love your son. Shit, I play this.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
for me, what platform? Well, I'm trying to see if it's on. Is it on?
It could be on everything.
Oh yeah, on everything. They put it across.
Yeah,
cross platform.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
How much is it going to be? They're going to probably charge us $80 for this. So
no. I think it'll just be regular because a lot of it's just repackaging the same
$69.99
older games.
$69.99 is still expensive for this bullshit. I mean, it's good, but it ain't that good. I mean, I got most of the originals. So. All right. Can't wait to be a Ray.
We did get the announcement that they're going to be making more Star Wars other games outside of the Lego.
Just big news.
Big Fallen Order 2. So more Star Wars games.
Yeah, I know. JJ's really excited. I think a lot of other people are too, because is it Ravenspawn that's doing this? JJ, let us know. Is it Ravens? Oh, yeah, it says right there. Respawn's doing this. I mean, yeah, there we go. All right. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. I don't know. I still got to play the first Fallen Order. I never got around to doing it. I haven't played a game in like a year because of this. Got no time.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Moving on. This I just found mildly interesting, that Capcom is just making money hand over fist. Apparently, the 5th year in a row that they're hitting their all-time high. Mostly by their own admission, just going off of classic, material. So nostalgia is still strong.
Yeah, because it's cheap. You just repackage that shit and sell it now. You sold those things for $8.99. Now you can sell them for $30. You do download it for $19.99. There you go.
True. That's got to be the best thing about when the game makers, when new system's coming out, we get to release not only new stuff but all our old stuff.
Old library. Yeah.
All right. For the next bit, I just thought these were interesting.
Hold on.
This isn't news. What?
Astro knocking Lego games?
Oh,
that's a choice.
There's no way. That is a choice. No,
I'm not saying the Lego movies. They're just goofy. They're geared more towards kids. I get
that.
Yeah,
I like those too.
Maybe it's
I thought you said Lego games.
I was like,
no, Stick-Go's Lego games are good. Astro and Astro.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's what he was saying. I got to go scroll back. I don't have time to
keep going.
Anyway, the next bit's not really news. These are just things I saw and I thought were interesting. They're just some heritage auctions ended. So I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
So 9.6 sealed turtles, $15,000.
It was so fucking hard, man.
It was. Yeah, it was those Mousers in the damn sewer. In those swimming bits where you had to. Game is impossible, but $15,000? Craziness. And then the sequel, Turtles 2, the arcade game, still sold for a healthy $9,600.
I like playing that in the arcade. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I actually broke my wrist on that game.
Jesus.
Not playing the game. I hit the game. I hit the arcade machine while roller skating because I didn't know how to roller skate. And I just hit the machine and broke my wrist.
Oh, man.
Fun fact.
Yeah, it seems like you could forge these pretty easily. You're right, Sticks. You could make these labels.
Just seal them up. I worked at a Blockbuster. You can just easily just reseal anything. Super Mario Brothers, $19,200. This is for an 8.5, by the way. I don't know how hard the grading system, the grading scales are for video games, but that Turtles was a 9.6. This is an 8.5. And then for fun, there's a comic that was also in this heritage auction.
Hey,
this Valiant.
Really?
$1,800.
Already going. I'm posting them. You're kidding me.
9.8. Sure, it's still a 9.8. It's probably not easy to get a 9.8 in one of these things.
9.8 though. So I got a CGC. I'm gonna get that. I'll get 30% more. So. All right.
Yeah. But yep, that's what I had for the video game section. So we can move over to the regular old streaming stuff.
Yes.
You mentioned it already, but yeah, we're gonna get a trailer.
All right, there we go.
Football game this weekend.
Dude, how great! How funny would that be though if The Rock ends up being Master Chief? That's what he was talking about this whole time. It's like, oh, he's already there.
Pulls up the little visor that, hey.
I look like a jerk. I was like, that it's already done. How's he going to be Master Chief? And there he is. Okay, there you
go. I would not like that though, because that would mean they're going to do a situation where Stallone Judge Dredd. He doesn't need the helmet. He's not going to wear the helmet. We got to show the star's face. We didn't pay The Rock all this money to go walking around with a helmet on the whole time.
Half price. You got to have it already back. Don't look. People could complain, but it's not slow. CBCS is slow, and then you lose 20% to 30% on your books. I mean, I know Half Price has got a ton of good books, so your book's just making more value anyways. Sit on it.
Lots of photo leaks are coming out of Secret Invasion. But honestly, nothing very interesting out of them, though. It's like,
Really?
yeah, they got all these shots on set, but like, oh, okay. Sam Jackson's got a beard. Cool.
Oh, look, okay.
Thanks for sharing. Oh, Amelia Clark's character looks like she's just shopping. This doesn't tell us anything. That doesn't look like Abigail Brand to me, but maybe it still is. Maybe she's a Skrull. I don't know. This is not giving us anything to go on.
It's like a paparazzi shot in there.
Yeah. Oh, Maria Hill. She's got a bloody nose. Okay.
Every other movie.
Don't tell me anything.
Isn't that how they met the mother?
I forget how to say his whole name is. Kingsley, whatever. I just know he was in the King Arthur movie, and I think he was on.
Oh yeah, the one with the kid from the biker.
Yeah, Team Anderson. I like that.
Oh, King I like Arthur this guy, and I did too. I like that too. I like that take of it. Yeah,
but they ruined it.
Was that Guy Ritchie or was that not Guy Ritchie? And then people had.
He was going to do a whole series of them, but they didn't.
Yeah, they were like, "Not my King Arthur," and then they canceled it. Then everybody was like, "Why did you cancel it?" Cause you all said it was shit.
Yeah, nobody went to see it. It's good,
dude. Leftover. That is not Drake. Does this look like this guy looks like somebody who's got some athletic ability?
That looks like a Raptors fan.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a guy who's going to go out to Duke's practice and throw up air balls and have a ghostwriter and just not really be good at anything but except for being in a Canadian sitcom. So,
news that excited my son. Percy Jackson is coming to Disney Plus.
Do you find this interesting? Because just on Sunday, we talked about news how Lucas is not going to do situations outside of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
How was this not the plan instead of doing Bone and whatever to do this?
I don't know. Because these are good books. I like
I know that they're popular. I think I read a couple to
movies were done wrong.
Okay.
Well, Disney can do better. Like these books, or you have to put these books in. These are akin to Harry Potter.
Yeah, so no, I know. I have a niece that's around the age when these came out. I read them too.
Yeah, so what I'm saying though is that there's a difference between having a kid. You start this series as a 12-year-old and starting the series with like a kid, a 20-year-old kid playing 16. You know what I mean? It's a different story you're telling. So they age.
Oh no, I think they're going to do a good job. But what I'm saying is, how didn't Lucasfilms pick this? I don't know. I don't know what's going on over at Disney though. Yeah.
This is Disney, not particularly Lucas. So
I know, but it never made sense, that announcement. Like when they announced everything, and now everything's pretty much been taken off the table that they announced.
Yeah,
and then this comes back up.
I don't know, but I think these could be good. Like I said, I like the books, series. I listen to them.
Smart move, Stick Boy. He's been getting all the books there of it. All right.
Getting to a touch of Star Wars stuff. Simon Pegg said he's not going to be Dengar, but maybe. I don't know why.
Did he really say no? Why did he say he wasn't going to be Dengar?
I don't know, because people keep asking him.
Isn't that the giveaway though? Please don't. At this point, after what they've done here, let's just make 2 10-minute shows and just call it a day. Get to Mandalorian season 4. Let's go.
No, we got to get to 3 first.
We already had 3.
All right. On that note, we'll move on then to HBO Max. Peacemaker apparently had a Black Adam Easter egg in the newspaper that this cop was reading or something.
Isn't that? Oh, actually, I think that character is the character they're talking about. There might actually be in our list tonight. By the way, we're ranking villains from Batman's vs. Villains against Star Wars. Oh no, it's in next week's. Sorry.
And I put this in here just for you because I know how much you said you were enjoying Peacemaker. That it's the highest rated DCEU project on Rotten Tomatoes. Higher even than Wonder Woman.
I mean, I get it. There's a lot of people who. I like it. Well, I only watched how many episodes did you watch?
I watched the 4. I watched all 4.
Okay, see did it get better after?
It got progressively better. Like I eased into it. Like, and I also watched them like together. Like I watched the first episode by itself, and I was like, like I liked it, but I was like, I don't know if this tone is gonna make sense or but.
Yes, he is, Stick Boy. Yes, he is.
It got better as it went on. I watched the rest.
I can understand how a certain element would like the first episode and the second one, because it tenders to the cheapest of But I mean, I could also see how it could improve also going forward. So I just, I haven't had the chance to get along to it real quickly, so I will get to it when I
new
when I
episode
can.
tomorrow.
I know Jedi's saying it's great. He's loving it. I actually, you know what I did? I ended up catching up on some wrestling. Speaking of which, Pete, did you see I got one of these packs too? So we should probably.
You got one of those too? Well, we should
so maybe we'll give away some
wrestling show.
Oh, we'll just give away some. Or just at least open them at the end.
I don't know where to put mine.
Good.
Anyway,
I'll open mine.
That's it for streaming though.
Okay.
We'll shoot over to toys real fast. Did you see Hasbro is going to be doing more Lucasfilm stuff? They're going to be doing Indiana Jones next year. I could deal with a little Black Series Indy. I don't want an 80-year-old Indiana Jones.
That's what I'm saying. I think
you got to give me the original. I want a Temple of Doom Indy. I want a Last.
You think they're gonna do what's his name? Hey, Mr. Jones. They're not doing. They're not doing that stuff.
Yeah, 2-pack with short round. Yes,
short round's not coming around, dude. I mean, I wouldn't mind it if they were doing the nostalgia take on it. I just, as you know, my opinion, do not like give it call it a day on here. You could call this young Indiana Jones, different Indiana Jones. Like, let's stop with Harrison Ford. Let's stop rolling out.
Yeah.
Let's stop trying to catch that nostalgic feeling because it's just going to turn into, I don't know, like not what you want. I mean, they already did it once and it sucked with Shia LaBeouf.
Oh God.
So let's try again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that one doesn't.
I can't wait to. Well, you know what? They're actually going to make it. It's going to be Dr. Afra's going to show up in Indiana Jones because they're the same characters. So,
all right, once you start complaining about the Star Wars characters not showing up, I know it's time to move on to a little X-Men. Nice. Kind of cool. Not because of the figures. I mean, the figures are all right. They look like we've had these already, but
Mr. Sweet.
They're going to come in these boxes.
How much? How much though? Tell me.
I don't know. I also don't know how it works because I was trying to get close-ups of the boxes. Like it's not open. It's not like a flap open where you can figures. So it's got to be like a slide.
No, you can see. Look at the top. Look at the top. You see the top?
Yeah, the top is probably pop open, but you got to be able to slide that case off. That's the only thing that makes sense. But what's weird is they even the Wolverine they're giving us is Creeper Wolverine. Like I don't know why they have this as an accessory in there, but
so Wolverine. Oh, sorry, my fault.
Oh yeah, no,
go ahead. Oh, no, I was gonna say the Wolverine, Jubilee, and Mr. Sinister. They priced at $26.99 each.
Oh, nice. Really? That's not bad. I'm in for that.
Yeah.
See, I'm not. I want $20. $20. I want to make them holler. You know what I mean? Like 26. Just a weird number.
Yeah, but I'd buy all three of them. After the shipping and the tax, it's like $100. So
I won't buy all three. I'll only buy Sinister.
I'm getting all
about Jubilee.
Come on, you don't want a creepy Wolverine?
No. Short, creepy dudes is not something I need in my life.
I don't know.
You just like them because you guys are about the same height. Yeah, well, you're not creepy though. I mean, you're just short.
I know. So. I was just picking up on the short bit, I guess.
Yeah, I accidentally after I came out, I was like, "Crap, he's short." Now I'm gonna have to walk.
It's all right. I live off self.
I have to walk that one back now.
Back the truck.
Yeah, right. Wait, did anybody get rid of the Russians?
No, I'm not seeing them because I'm running this thing. So I leave that to you guys.
All right, guys, get on top of the Russians today. I don't want to see any more Russians in the chat, please.
And well, just for making short jokes, then I don't feel bad for giving you sneakers.
Oh, good Lord, not sneakers, please, no more.
I got some sneakers for you.
Please, no more.
Louis Vuitton Nikes are auctioning now. I think I don't know what time, but they were being auctioned out today.
Well, at least it looks like it. Remember the last ones?
They're being auctioned by Sotheby's, who is estimating each pair will sell within a range of $5,000 to $15,000 because they're only making 200.
Gimmick, but okay.
Oh, yeah, it is just a gimmick. It was weird. The whole listing actually had a listing of all the sizes like that were available. It's like we only have one pair at 5.5. We have like the 20 pairs of 9s and like whatever. It was weird. They had all the like.
Who's buying the 5.5s?
I don't know. Whoever could just get a pair to display. They're not going to wear them. You pay $15,000.
That case, at least they give you something dope like that case.
Yeah, the case is kind of cool, but other than that, I mean they're interesting, but I ain't paying thousands of dollars for no sneakers.
Anybody? What's Lisette? What is Lisette? Lisette?
I think you said the second time right.
I know Book of Fett makes pots and pans.
No, I'm wondering what it says on the.
Oh, I don't know. It's something French.
That's why.
How about
somebody
these?
in there
These
speaks
pique your
it.
interest? A little
I'll wear them,
Raekwon.
Viking.
A little Raekwon Deodoras.
chef?
It is the chef.
The chef.
They'll come out in a couple of days. $120 you can get. They have, I think, black and gray, and then these, New York Mets colors. And they say Raekwon on the back. I don't know. They caught my eye. I thought it was interesting. Like now, why now?
I mean, is there a Met fan in this world? If there is, then yeah, I guess.
Maybe it's the Knicks. It could still be the Knicks too.
There's no such thing as a Knicks fan. That's
tell that to my
Lion fan. Jesus.
These were just odd, and since they were related to another property, they're Hot Wheels. I was like, well, I'll throw them in here. But these were just. I don't know who Sean Wotherspoon is. He's probably like a famous shoe designer, and I'm just not in the know because his name's listed all over these. But these things are just not attractive.
What does it have to do with Hot Wheels? I don't understand what this has to do with Hot Wheels.
I don't know, but it says Hot Wheels on them, and these are $160, and will come out sometime this year.
Venom, I know the woo, but you're a Knicks fan or you're a Mets fan? Which one? Knicks fans.
I got one more, but these ones I actually kind of like in a weird way. I think it's the primary colors, but the Bart Simpsons, I don't know.
Oh,
something about them I kind of like.
Yeah, I don't know. These are all right.
They're just dunks. I like dunks. They're comfortable.
Yo, man, anytime Reggie can come around and just do this on you, that team should have folded right after you got little awkward Reggie.
Did you share your Iverson meme? Did you share that out on Instagram?
I did. I put it out on the IG. The Iverson.
I didn't see
walking over. Yeah, man. No, just walking over Boba Fett with John Favreau in the background.
Yeah. But these, like I said, I would wear these. They're bright, but I'd still try.
Yeah. No, they're cool.
That's it for that stuff. Now we just got some comic news to wrap up our news because we do like to talk comics. So we'll start with the comic stuff today. I didn't get to read it yet. I did buy it. I actually pre-ordered one. I had my dad pick up one for me, and I went to the shop today, grabbed another one just to make sure I could read it, and I didn't have time to read it yet today, so I got to wait till tomorrow. But
it's back. Saga. It's back, and it's like it was. They didn't ruin it. Like in their absence, it's good. I'm all in. And there's plenty of T and P in there too, by the way.
It is also
a boy genitalia and female genitalia in that one. Yeah, it's like the first copy.
It's a thick book too.
Yeah, it's like the first one where they were like, no ads. Remember back then it was like no ads, and it's $1.99 or whatever. Yeah. No, it's
$2.99 too. It's $3 for super huge book. So
yeah, I mean you cannot be skirmish if you're gonna watch this. If you got any,
I forgot to add there it is. That's the cover.
It was cool. It was well done. I like the new characters. Yeah, I think some of the run started like there was little parts where it was like, okay, still good, but like stalling, maybe almost like a filler type situation. But this came back out like the first 3 arcs again. You know what I mean? It was just that bang bang action. You do feel like you feel a loss, you feel a little bit of threat. Chesticles and testicles. Yes.
There you go.
That's a good way of putting it. Oh yeah, and for all you people that like furries, like all you people every Sunday that comment on how some splash dance girl looks great in orange skin, you guys will love this book too because there's a lot of this going on. So you'll have something to fantasize about.
All right, on that we will move on to our next one. So I don't know if you went to your LCS today and were not able to find your Black Panther 3.
Nope, because it's already on the pull list.
It was selling pretty well, but I think it's a little early.
I don't like furry Tarek
to be calling this character the next Miles Morales. I mean,
do you remember Miles Morales took 10 years to be Miles Morales?
I do. There was lots of a backlash and non-acceptance forever.
Now they're just making them, I guess. No, I'm playing. I agree with you guys. I don't think. Yeah, no.
Just slow up the hyperbole for a little bit. Just let a new character be introduced and
content. Hey, yo, man, I got a lot of hate for criticizing a really shitty drawn comic book last week. So I mean, You know,
Really?
yeah, because there was a new character that people were really. There are new characters. I was like, there's new characters in every book. Every book there's two. Yeah, there's actually 6.
Don't be catching Batman during Tinian's run.
Yeah, I know. Shit, dude.
You blink, a new one. You know?
I mean, literally. I mean, and actually, I have to. Wayfair, when I'll see him on Sunday, I'll apologize for how I snapped off this because somebody was hitting me in the
No, I do. Like I said, I think my dad grabbed this one for me, so I do have it. Read it. I haven't read it yet. I'm looking forward to who this character is. But all I'm saying is, let's slow up to proclaiming every new thing that happens. Like every new show is the next Walking Dead. Like, can we just let things just kind of breathe a little before?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, and like think about the timeline that some of this stuff usually happens on. Now, speaking of this is another one that went.
This is another one that you probably had a hard time finding at the shop today.
Oh, in my shop, I had one per customer, so it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I grabbed the only one I found at the shop that I went to was the weird variant homage that had a bunch of green dudes on it. True.
Yeah, I mean,
but so apparently the God of Hammers isn't even a new character now. So is that going to totally negate the fact that everybody's rushing out to get this? Because it's this old man god character. Like,
sweet.
I haven't read it yet. I have one, but I haven't read it yet. But this is what I gather, that it's not even a new character.
No, it's gonna be a 200. Hey, it's gonna be a 200. Make sure you repost this when it's a $200, $3,000 book in 4 weeks.
Just like Thor 5 with Black Winter. Remember everybody buying Black Winter?
Please do. Please make sure you do, because when I was putting down money and asking, let's make a bet on it, nobody wanted to put their money. But afterwards, you want to make comments like, when it's a $500 book, make sure you sure. Please do. Please.
People just get too excited. FOMO is just it's too many people feed into the FOMO and take advantage of other people's FOMO these days.
Yeah, MC right here. He's got it. He does have good. Yes, he is. I can verify this. Not only is he the God of Hammers, he is also too legit to quit. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. I can verify what Eric said there.
Did you actually do the whole too legit to quit with
too legit to quit? That I have a good wait, Corbin. This is way before your time, young man. Way before your time. But
hanging out on the Atlanta Falcons sidelines just so he could be cool.
MC is the actual God of Hammer. No, he's straight. No. MC, he wasn't somebody to be messed with. There's a couple good stories about MC Hammer, and he told a joke and. Nah, you don't joke with Hammer. Hammer time's for real, bro.
Hammer don't play that.
No, you don't. He does not.
That was Homie. Homie don't play that. That wasn't Hammer.
Hammer don't play it apparently either, dude. MC would hurt him. All right, what do we got?
Cage. Poor Luke Cage.
Hopefully they bring back that guy, the guy I like that played Luke Cage, and we get a new Luke Cage show.
They had a miniseries that apparently they canceled. That whole miniseries. Look, there was like, we're 50 years of Luke Cage. And then they canceled it, and I don't think there's anything else coming out for it. I mean, everybody else is having their 60th, so like, 60 years of Spider-Man, 60 years of Thor. Just nobody cares about
nothing for Luke Cage. That's sad. I mean,
and it's 50. Like 50 is
that's a landmark year. Yeah, but then I feel like it sucks. But like, I'm trying to think of like signature like stories. These other characters you can come up with one. One run. One story they were a part of. I'm thinking like he was parts of a few stories, parts of a few teams, but like, what's the signature Luke Cage story? And I think they don't want to address that because you'd have a bunch of team ups,
Yeah, you're like, him and Iron Fist. Well, okay, fine.
Okay, exactly. I'm with it. I still think when you are big enough to have a Netflix series, then you should have some decent stories.
Yeah.
But obviously, I mean, I guess not, because I can't think of any.
I still liked it too. I like that Netflix series.
Yeah.
I mean, there was stretches. There was a couple stretches where it got a little. I was like, all right, I'm kind of dragging, but it finished up where it needed to be.
Absolutely, I agree.
What's that?
The Cage Netflix show.
I thought it was good. I liked it. I liked him. You know what? You know when Nick Cage is best. Or Nick Cage. You know when Luke Cage. Luke Cage. Nick Cage is always the best, especially as Batman. Luke Cage is always best, even in comics, when he's kind of got a team around him, like a leader of a team or like a group.
That is true. That is true. When
We were kind of mentioning that, yeah. Like, what we don't have like a singular favorite solo Luke Cage story. Like, bringing Luke Cage is in conjunction with other heroes. So yeah, I agree. But still, celebrate as friends.
Well, otherwise, we'll be talking about. Remember that time with Jessica Jones and he put her in an uncomfortable place? Like that'll be our signature moment.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What's next?
Sticking with the street level. Apparently, for some reason, I don't know why, they're restarting Daredevil with another new #1.
Put Luke Cage
with the same creative team. So it's not even like to introduce a new creative team. It's just, hey, let's just come out with another #1.
So people can buy them off the rack and then say it's going to be a $300 book. You just watch.
I'm just so tired of the restarts.
$400 book.
There's so many. Like, you try looking up a volume of The Punisher. Like, you try looking up like Punisher issue 7 and see how many different versions of Punisher issue 7 you get.
Well, it's funny. I was talking to somebody today that you think that's bad. Like, I was talking to somebody today. What volume is Silk on?
I don't even know.
She's been here since 2018. I think it's her. It's definitely got to be her 4th, if not her 5th series already since 2018.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's a lot of weird volumes.
Well, here, think about this. I think we're on the 8th volume of Black Panther, a character which has been around for quite a long time. We're in the 8th volume, and now we're only hitting the Legacy issue 200. So, 8 volumes over 200 books.
All right. Yeah, fair enough.
Restarting every 25 is not the way to go.
Oh, man. The Russians are taking over.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, it's all right. I got them.
Well, just in case everybody wanted the Mando Grogu, we might as well just cover our other Mando cover then.
Didn't we already say this one? This one actually came out a while. We saw this. We saw the concept for this one. Yeah. Star Wars actually released.
I don't know. I just was scrolling through stuff and it was put out there today. So
4th volume, Silk. Thanks, Sticks.
Yeah, it's next week or the next issue.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
4 years.
One more little bit. Apparently, I forgot all about Gotham Girl. I haven't been behind on reading on Batman, but apparently Gotham Girl is getting a new look. And it's looks like Annie Lennox from the Eurythmics.
This is for you, right, Corbin? This is what you want on your DC.
Listen, no, I knew you were gonna give me some. I knew you were gonna hit a DC stray on me. Listen, I like the fact you're getting a new look. I guess. I mean, after Tom King, I kind of just forgot about Gotham Girl. You know. So maybe there's an inspiration to bring back something worth reading. You know, I don't know, but a new look must mean a new story. So,
we'll see.
I'm assuming, yeah. That's my take for you there, Marco. I have no Batman hate today. Okay,
something you can actually read. Something you can try to read, as opposed to maybe an invisible comic book.
Oh yeah, this went down real well this week.
Wow.
For those people that don't know about the CGC board, CGC Mike is like he's like the administrator of some of the boards. He actually is like CGC gives him the power for this, and bad idea. Yeah, how's that working out for you?
I thought they were done.
Man,
I could have sworn it was like a month or two ago. There was a whole.
No, dude, they just moved to another town and sell their snake oil someplace else.
Well, it's not even snake oil. It's an empty case.
Well, I wonder how this was pitched to be. Okay, so CGC Mike probably wasn't the one that reached out to them and was like that. He probably got the word down from CGC and like, yo, bro, like, here, put this out there to quell some of this stuff. But like, these are even like the numbers on it. Like, you got a 10, and then what's the gimmick with the 1.8? And I don't know how do you sit down with the dash?
Well, there is a 1.8, but they didn't do a 1.8. Apparently,
no, there's no 1.8.
That's the only one missing.
Yeah, it's supposed
maybe
to be.
They just forgot.
But my question is, like, if you know Dinesh for more than 2 minutes, like, how don't you know what he is? You know what I mean? Like, listen to that dude talk, and if you don't think shit's coming out of his mouth, like, I know. I mean, it is.
What can I do to get you in this car today?
He doesn't even lie to you about it. He'll tell you, I'm going to try to sell you a piece of shit. We ain't friends. I'm just going to sell you shit. And if you buy the shit, then good on you. And if you don't, then I don't want to have anything to do with you.
And that's a bad idea.
Well, yeah, he's a bad idea. But there you go. So for all of them,
there you go.
How's that anemic doing?
And that's your weekly update for this week.
Well, we got on it today. I told you we were going to roll it. I told you we were gonna roll it. What's going on here? I'm getting emergency chat messages. I gotta hold on.
Emergency chat messages.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Boba Fett yet.
Oh my god. No. There's something else going on. All right. Okay.
Well, we got options. We could talk about Boba Fett. We can go tier list all of these Batman and Spider-Man villains head to head, or we could look at some toys. It doesn't matter.
Corbin, did you watch the? Are you watching it all? The Book of Fett at all?
You know what? I wasn't. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I should probably do, but because I'm sure Boba Fett's the hot stuff right now, and I've not been on it.
No, it's fine. We'll leave it for a little bit. It doesn't matter. Boba Fett wasn't on it either. So there you go.
Oh wow. See, I told you the one thing I mean, I'm not gonna air my Star Wars grievance, but I've been so slow getting back after the Disney merger threw me off. But then I came back a little bit. Then The Last Jedi happened, and I was like, we're done.
No,
I just haven't been back. So hopefully so.
Hopefully we get you back.
So those of you looking for this,
no, I think we'll do that afterwards.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because it's this. So spoiled or not spoiled, there it is.
I think it's a blaze. And if you've been best Fett was a Mando. Mm-hmm. Hey, you ain't wrong.
All right, so you want to tier list it then, or do you want to do the toys that kind of relate to it?
Let's do
Let's do the tier list, I guess.
Yeah, tier list. Let's tier list.
Toys are cool. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, because we'll do toys afterwards. We'll do toys to give a little break. We yell at you. Yeah, right. I mean, like this is. By the way, before people get apparently people are misreading my intentions or my IG post. No. I love this episode this week.
Yes.
Don't
I had
ever
to explain that like 4 different times. Like
a bazillion times.
I like the episode. The
100% liked it. 1,000. I rank each episode as is. This was the best episode of the 7 episodes, and probably will be. And yes, Boba Fett does hate JJ. By the way, yes, that's.
I'm telling you, he's going to have him the rest of the way.
We know what this episode was called. What was the episode called?
Oh, it was gives away with the.
Oh yeah,
what's called the return of
Yeah, it wasn't. It should have been called that. It should have been called Season 3, Mandalorian. Yeah. All right, what do we got here? Oh, I got to do these. Okay, so today
I can pick them if you want.
No. So listen to this idea. So I had this crazy idea. We were doing stuff, and originally me and Pete were trying to like get through stuff that we want to do, and we know that you people don't give 2 shits about DC because every time we do it, only 200 people watch it. So we think DC is important. We try to be a little bit above the curve. So we try to sneak it in. And I was like, how can we fill them with some DC love? And that's by mixing it with Marvel love. So we're going to do Batman Silver Age villains versus Spider-Man Silver Age villains. But it's not fair because, as you all know, Batman Silver Age villains.
Yeah, Batman's best was not in the Silver Age.
And Spider-Man, kills it because that's when he started. So
exactly,
we kind of just use their top like 15. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to do top 15 or top 12. So we're going to do top 12 of this. And then next week, we're going to do the next group of just DC villains versus Marvel villains, excluding X-Men, because we have something special planned down the road for that. And then after that, whoever wins this event we're going to set up a list of the worst DC villains versus the worst of the Marvel villains.
Whoever's facing off.
Whoever wins. And we're going to put those up there, and that's where our final face-off versus. So this will be another verse segment, very much like the segments y'all loved and enjoyed when we did the new school Marvel versus. So today we have Batman villains versus Spider-Man villains, and hopefully
it's going to be tough.
Yeah. We had to go back to gold, a lot of gold for we try, and by the way, we try not to do too much modern stuff. Maybe that's something we'll add into to get a face off, but we stopped early-ish 90s, kind of.
It's nothing that's fighting against the modern. It's just, unless we're doing top 20 of each, like you.
Well, then it starts to get crazy too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Mr. Bloom in this list. It's just not going to happen.
No, Batman Who Laughs is coming up here.
Yeah. All right, so I think this will be pretty clear. Now, take all into consideration, we are taking about the iterations of this. So even though we're not doing Silver Age, because some of the books are not in Silver Age, that's probably the most genuine take or their, that we're doing of them, just to keep it a little bit fair. But we will be showing you their first books too.
Also,
and a lot of these
to clarify on that too, I'm not getting in a debate over the issues that I chose for some of these characters, because some of the characters
we're not doing that.
Have that. Well, is it? That's not the point.
We're not doing that. Close to a modern villain. There is some bad. There's some bad villains there, but yeah, I stopped at pretty much Harley and Raza Ghul.
Oh,
so,
Harley.
Huh? That's the
Harley
closest one. Right? Yeah, I think Harley was in the DC 10. It's not though, or the DC 15. It's not. All right, let's just
start, the overall DC.
Yeah, the overall. Let's just go with their.
I didn't even look totally at your overall DC. Just these Batmans.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's not even one in one. Well, this book that I love, and I sold too many of these, and I wish I would have held on to one more. But the Lizard, I just like how Lizard's drawn on this 6. I think it's the forgettable one, and done right. I think Lizard's a pretty good character, pretty good villain. It's got the whole science thing. Done poorly, it's comical at best, and it's an embarrassment. So,
yeah, I did not like it in that Garfield movie, the first Amazing Spider-Man. I did not like that Lizard.
Oh, Bane, yeah, probably Bane. I have Bane in here. I did not put Kite Man in there. No. Oh, that was you, Corbin. With that being said, although I think it's one of his more underlooked books in the top 10, I still think these are all going to be high, by the way. I don't think there's anybody that's going to be in a dumpster here.
I don't think so.
I'm really deciding between A and B on Lizard, where we should put him. Lizard A.
B to me.
Yeah, he's probably got to be a B. You're right. I'm more high on him.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But B, yeah. No, you're right. We're in between A and B here, too. That's what everybody's saying. That's what the chat's saying, too. So,
because at his best, he's like you said, like he's one of the top, but we get a lot of mix. So I feel like B.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. He's a B character. I'm just saying, like, I think that book is I like that book, too. I like how it's drawn. And I like when they go from there, too. I just like the cover. The colors pop because there's purple on it, which you didn't see a lot of purple in that time period. And to be honest, for the price of some of the other characters that show up, because they're more popular, their books are more popular. But yeah, everybody, Corbin, you're on the show. You don't have to put in chat what your vote is.
All right, making a wall of B's from
on B.
I couldn't help it. The line was irresistible. Okay, but I'll stop.
All right. So then,
you gonna go double, or are you going back and forth?
I'm gonna go back and forth to start off. All right. Now this isn't the more okay. Yeah. All right. So this isn't the more well-known Clayface. This is the original Detective Comics 40. This is a book that's pretty much out of a lot of people's range and all. But I also think Clayface is kind of a stupid villain.
Yeah. Is Basil Carlo? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, if there's anything that's close to a D, this would probably be it, to be honest with you. But I think we still have to give it C-ish quality here at Clayface.
You know what's? I guess I honestly would put him more in the D. Like, think about he's been kind of around. At one point, I think he was like in a run with Detective where he was like a hero. Like, I just feel like nobody knows what to do with him. So they kind of just, we're gonna feel sorry for him. So let's let him join Batman, or I guess C, because his power set and everything's really good. But like.
Oh, I think you just sold us on D now.
I would put him in D. He's just, he's not great.
I think put him in the D. I think that's a good argument. I thought it was going to go a different way, but that's a good argument from the DC fan that we should put it in D. There's also.
If we're taking the animated series into account, then
we're not taking the animated series.
Oh no, I know. Then I'm saying we definitely would put him up to the C if he had good stories. But just on the comics alone. I feel like it has to be.
All right, that's a fair point.
Stop with the Timmy Tim stuff too. We're not. Yeah, D. Okay, we're not doing animated. I know, Lewis. Hey, Lewis, good to see you. By the way, good to see you, my man. I don't think I said hi to you yet, Eric. Did I even say hi to you? How rude is that, Eric? I know we were talking, but good to see you. Good to say hi to you too. Okay, next up, we'll go back up top. Oh my God, this might be. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to give this one, and he might give Sandman. I'll be honest with you. I think him and Clayface are probably in the same spot.
He's a dry version of Clayface.
You get the family kind of aspect of Sam.
No, yeah, which is the same knockoff of like almost like half the villains of both. He's not really a lot of new here.
He was also a hero for a bit because reasons. You know, like.
And by the way, this book out of the first villains, like out of the first 10, this is probably the shittiest cover out of the first 10.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of the panels like the
No,
I don't need that much of a story to be told.
The top
I like a story to be told.
I mean, I don't know who's gonna save this with a C, but like I think this is a D. Sandman C. Lou, I think gave it a D2. Joe, I think gave it. Joe, did you give it a D? Whoa!
Yeah, I'm going with the D2. Joe.
Dan's D. Sandy was trash. Yeah. Okay.
Dang.
I don't think we're gonna do trash.
Real.
Yeah, not Morpheus. Not Morpheus. Vertigo. Sandman. This is.
Now I think this got to be. I think it's got to be D. We can't put it in the trash.
I mean, if I were to give him a C because the Sinister Six, but like playing.
Yeah, but when you name the Sinister Six, are you like? Oh yeah, it's always. Oh yeah, Sandman's in that. You're right.
That's
Sandman's
true. You said it. No, you're right. That's D. You're right because I don't
even. Marco, you didn't even give him a little bit of a bump for sharing a name. Oh no, that's Kane, Marco. I was thinking.
No. Yeah, you're thinking about.
I was thinking of Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. Yeah. No. No, I did not. Because that would be Juggernaut. Same as Clayface. All right, there we go. Well, that's. I was like, nobody's gonna be down there, and now all of a sudden. We got some down there already. I mean, AJ's crazy.
We still got some guys coming.
Okay. What the?
You got to go to Batman.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Batman. Oh yeah. Sorry.
I like it.
I'm going to Bat. No, I'm gonna do one more Spider-Man here. I'm just trying to see my eye. My eyes dried out. I'm gonna go with somebody that I think it's not in the first 10, but I think this might get us up to an A or S tier right here. I think because he was so much later in the run, the book for a long time I think was undervalued. And it's Kraven the Hunter. I think it's starting to pick up now a little bit more, especially considering everything else. It's still top 15, but there's like a break of True Keys years ago, and he was after the break run. But I love him, and I think he's great, and I think hopefully they do a good job when they pull him out.
S tier is a tall order there, Nordberg.
I would agree.
Okay, but I said closer to S tier. Closer to S tier than D's is what I'm saying here.
Oh, well, by that account, yes, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm looking at it like a C.
No! What are you kidding me? For
Kraven's Last Hunt.
Kraven's Last Hunt? What? Yeah, you get that. That's all you need is Kraven's Last Hunt.
That's all we got. And then they tried to tell us like 3 more times.
Thanks, Pete.
Yeah, I know. It's but okay. If you get something monumental out of a villain, think about it that way. Like you could say what you want, but like Elektra, that storyline for Daredevil, that's always going to be something that you remember it by.
True.
There's the Doc Doom, Fantastic Four stuff. You're always going to remember that for Batman and the Joker. There's the Red Mask part. There's the one where he shoots what's her name, Gordon and thing.
True.
That stuff you're going to remember because it has a run. That's where I'm telling you, like villains like that, because you got to remember, even as early as 5 years ago, villains weren't a thing. Now people collect first appearances on a cover, right? Or like third print, 8th, 9th reprint of a thing. But like even 5 years ago, there was a downfall that it was always said, like, don't buy the villains that are going to show up in the movies because you'll never make money. You'll lose off of them.
Yeah,
now villains are
kind of true.
True.
Maybe, but I think they're getting a little bit more, maybe they're getting a little bit more light of the day. Like, and with that being said, Kraven is actually getting a Kraven. Like he is the star, is what I'm kind of saying.
I know, but the star is still not there. Like I'm almost ready to afford a first Thanos again. Like now I can probably afford it.
But Thanos was a character in Thanos was a character that's passed and he's done. What I'm saying is like this is a guy that's going to hold.
You
tell me when we get this solo spin-off movie that Sony's planning that all of a sudden everyone's going to love it.
Because every time when everyone first brought up Kraven, the first thing people thought is, oh, they're going to make a version of Kraven's Last Hunt because that's the only thing they have. Like the only thing for me
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say the only thing for me, Mark. I get where you're coming from, and I think that what you're saying about the staying power of that story, absolutely. But the only difference between him and a Sandman or a Clayface is they don't have that story. Like if you say every character gets one iconic story, then yeah, I feel like Craven is more than one. I'd like to.
Okay,
see
so
it.
like this is what I'm saying. Like if kind of what Double J said there. Like I'm not just saying that like as in the movies because people are like, well, movies what? Okay, yeah, I get it. What I'm saying is like he became an iconic villain, not just because he was one of the first. Okay, he does have when you stand out when people say Craven's first hunt, it's because they remember it. Like the average reader remembers him, so he's more stand-up-ish. He just would be on a higher tier than like the Lizard, I guess.
I'm still in a
B
kind of range. I do like Craven, but it's still I'm not that high on him.
I'm in there too. I'm remembering the Squirrel Girl storyline with Craven before, like after Craven. I don't know. There you go.
It's between A's and B's. I mean, I think are we okay? Clayface.
It's true. Mudpack.
Ooh, that was true. Totally did too. I guess B, right? I guess. I mean, it's not.
I don't know. Like you can say what you want, but this book was before there was even a Craven's Last Hunt. Like I said, is a book people were collecting.
Oh,
so
the first one? Yeah.
There's an exception. Right. There's an exception to villains, is what I was trying to say. I wasn't saying like go out and buy every like Thanos. No, I know. People, the Thanos copter was almost as much as the Thanos was. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference between Thanos and Craven, or a Thanos and the Joker. I don't think is on the same level. C. For sure. C.
I'm above a C though. I'm at least a B. What are we?
Maybe because
enough to get A.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 A's, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 B's, and then a C.
So it's a B.
And you choose B, so it's a B. Yep, put it B. You guys took it to B because it was
that was my Marvel bias show.
Boo these two men. Boo these two men when you see it.
Boo this man. All right, you owe us some Batmans.
I'm gonna do some Batman, some D's and Batmans because now I'm gonna start burning Batman at this point.
You can try, but
what did I give you guys? I gave you Sandman, and then you got a Lizard, so let me try to get. All right.
Hey, and I just did my Grail list too this week, and I've told you I love Spider-Man, but I still had 3 Batman books on my 10 with honorable mentions because there's still a lot in there.
All right, Two-Face.
I mean, come on, it speaks for itself.
I mean, Tommy Lee Jones aside, I was always a Two-Face fan.
I have a theory on that movie, Pete. You don't want to hear it right now, but I like to share about that movie.
Marco, you can share. You can go. It's something about nipples, maybe.
No, it's about Batman Forever being.
Terrible! It's a terrible movie.
It's not. It's the best Batman movie.
The only problem with Two-Face is that he's not. I wouldn't even consider him that much of an a villain to like. I know he's a villain to Batman, but is he? Like he kind of like doing his own thing that gets burnt, then flips a coin. Like when you're thinking Batman villains, where you're like, man, excited to see a Batman villain, is Two-Face the one you're really looking forward to? And it's not just
Two-Face.
And I know in the comics,
I know crazy manic Joker wannabe that Tommy Lee Jones was playing. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna do Nicholson times 10. Like I'm gonna try to.
The movies didn't do great justice.
The movies didn't do justice.
Look at the stories. You literally got the Long Halloween. You have, of course, Two-Face. I think he had his own Two-Face Year One. I think they did. Dark Victory,
which is not good.
Oh yeah.
No,
oh, yeah.
But it's a prominent one. Did you guys remember? I think it was the very first of the Batman Black and Whites.
Okay, so wait, time out. You're giving Craven a B, and everybody goes Craven's Last Hunt in comics. Everybody knows that storyline, and you're going, do you guys remember that thing that Two-Face was in with the thing?
Only because Marco, I only say this because I no. Okay, listen, I am saying that not from a space of like it's hard to remember, but in my mind, I got like 4 or 5 that are coming up, and I don't want to be like, oh, this, and like it's biblical. I just was throwing out opinion. I'm just
Zed and Marv want to hear the
thank you.
the
Okay,
Batman Forever.
Marvin. Okay, I'll let you know right now. I appreciate this, y'all.
Okay,
All right, so
it's
this is
going
why I
C.
say-
He's going C, which I agree. He's going C, by the way. But go ahead. Tell me
That's
Batman
fair.
Forever.
I
That's
like
fair.
Two-Face. I'm at a B at least.
C.
I would say at least a B
Chat's
as
saying
well.
C. Chat's saying C. You guys are out.
I
getting
would say
outnumbered.
a B, but we're outnumbered 2-1. Anyway,
Yeah, that's all right. We're outnumbered. I'm
Not
just under
2-1.
protest.
You got to add it. You got to add in the chat. Okay.
I know.
This guy,
listen,
Joe gave him a D.
Whoa.
Oh, Joe.
Okay.
Billy D is only-
Well,
Let's
Joe
see.
and I were
Yeah,
like
that's-
simpatico on wrestlers last week, but apparently not on Batman.
Not on
movies.
Fair.
Batman villains.
All right, give us the C's fair. Give us the Batman Forever synopsis.
Okay, real quick. We haven't seen March 4th is when the Batman comes out.
Yeah.
What's the last time Batman solved a mystery in any of his Batman movies?
Never.
The Great Detective never even attempted to. Batman Forever was the only one that came close to him having to figure out something, which was him having to battle with his identity, whether it's Bruce Wayne or it's Batman. Who is he? While also dealing with, of course, 2 over-the-top villains and, of course, Dr. Chase. But this was the only movie that had him look at himself and try to figure out, oh my God, in the midst of sorting out these clues, like, what is Batman? Which is the close we've gotten to anything that sniffs the Great Detective, like anything close to that. So that's why I say that. That's
Was he
why.
wondering? Was the mystery or that he was trying to figure out why he had nipples on his suit?
No, listen. there is plenty to hate about that movie. When I say it, it's one of those it's like one of those CBR hot take. Read it, and it's really not that exciting.
Bloody stool. That's it. Yeah, just like earlier. Yep.
Oh my gosh, whatever. The point being, that's why I say that. And plus, it's kind of fun to rewatch.
It's funny.
Yeah, it
no,
doesn't have to
it's
do with the
not
nipples.
good.
My
We should
problem
probably
is-
rewatch that one day. Maybe
Well,
we'll do an
maybe
extra
watch the
special
little
show
Batman
where we
movie.
watch it. We watch it in the background, and we'll do like a Twitch. We'll do it on Twitch because I don't think you can get fined for watching stuff on Twitch. So we'll do a live stream on Twitch of us watching that shit and reacting to it.
That's an idea.
I mean, look, man, I think everything has its place.
That'd be awesome.
You can't call it good.
If we do that, when we get to the part when Val Kilmer stands up, Harvey, I am Batman, and the way he's announcing it all, like, oh my God, Val, come on, nice man.
Okay, so then let's go with somebody I think is maybe a little bit under. I think people think this character is kind of foolish because Arnold did a bad job playing him. But I've always liked this comic, and I've always liked this. I mean, his suit originally is kind of foolish.
Yeah, the suit's kind of silly. But...
And to be honest, they haven't done him justice in a lot. There was that one. No, I sound like him. There was that one run where they kind of turned him really dark, and he started to have those mental problems, and it was kind of good. It was kind of good.
Batman 525, I think, has the best freeze cover. That's one with Kelly Jones. It's it's like the closest one kind of to maybe the movie that came, I think it was 7 years later. The movie came after the book, but I love that cover. But I'm with you on the storylines. I mean, he has some good story arcs after the Paul Dini kind of revamping the animated series. But beforehand, like you said.
Yeah, it was kind of rough. I mean, he was rough early on, but now, people are kind of honestly, I didn't think we were going to get C's and D's already. So my question, are we going to be able to get him into the B's? Are we going to be able to get Freeze to B? No, I'm talking about in general already. I didn't think we were going to get
Freeze to a B.
I didn't think. Jesus, man. You sure?
Eric.
What the hell's going on?
Whoa, guys.
People are hating on him.
Thank you. 4 Deadly Venoms.
4 Deadly. Okay.
See? Okay, so wow. I mean, we got the lizard in B, for goodness sakes.
I told you.
That's true. Well, we did start there.
I started to predict who I thought was going to win this one. I go, I'm not going to do it because the chat will take it to the where they want to take it.
You did say that.
Don't predict it. You're going to take it where they want to take it.
We got the lizard as a B. Mr. Freeze isn't even there.
They put him in C. Let's.
Wow.
I don't look at Mr. Freeze though. There's a difference between pre-Batman animated series, like you do like Super Friends and is it Captain Cold or is it Mr. Freeze? I don't really know.
Right. I guess that's what ruined them. I guess they're right. The chat's right. I guess that kind of does ruin them because there is a big section there where
storytelling.
Animated series was still 30 years ago. Like we've got 30 years of content.
We're letting a lot go there. You're right, Pete.
Look, but
Two-Face would be B if we let the animated series.
Hey, but how about Mr. What year was this? 40, what is this? 121, so
121.
53?
Yeah, probably 1950s.
53? Okay, so, maybe 49, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
All right, well,
I just feel like
I want to say 52. I want to say 52, Corbin.
where do we have him?
Actually, 59.
All right, Joe's
Really
got
that late?
A cover
Okay.
date of February 1959.
All right, so that's really late. Wow.
Ooh, almost 60.
Kurt Swan.
Okay, so we got him in C. We got him in C. So they doesn't get, there's so many. There's a couple of D's in there.
I am horrified. I'm typing that up.
I mean,
I am horrified.
Can I go one more DC because I'm
I love this.
I'm dumbfounded at this. All right,
Noah Freeze is rolling in a grave right now.
Now I want to see what you guys are going to do. Now I want to see what you guys are going to do with this cat. Because I thought this guy would be like the decisive one, like Mr. Freeze is. But what are we doing with the Riddler?
I don't even want to read the comments for this. If y'all think Mr. Freeze, the Riddler doesn't have a stand a chance. He's going to be next to the Sandman.
I've always liked Riddler.
I love the Riddler. Yeah,
Even
time out. The problem with the Riddler is he's either really well done or fucking comically stupid. Like just so bad. So bad.
Yeah, I can ignore those.
Yeah, there's been a few though. You're right though.
What the fuck is going on?
That's where I'm at. I'm at an A.
Whoa. Okay, listen, I have no problem putting him as an A. I just want to know why. Like,
I thought
unpredictable.
I thought Freeze would get B easy, and then maybe pushing to A, and then Riddler would be C, maybe pushing to B. But
I've always liked the Riddler personally.
B. I don't think he's bad. Yeah, I mean, Venom, you're preaching to the choir here, my man. Me and Corbin are shocked by this.
Wow.
I would say, I mean, he's got, if you want to give Freeze fault, and I'm not knocking it. I mean, this guy looks like he's going B. So I'm just going to let you know this, though. The faults of Freeze animated series, let's say.
Up to 92.
Yeah. The problem with the Riddler is it's like those problems are sprinkled, deeply sprinkled throughout his whole.
I will say,
all of him.
I don't like open shirt, like sexified, Seamus,
No, like the Batman version, weirdo.
No. I can say they're done shitty. What I'm saying is, no. Yeah, everybody's done bad once in a while. Riddler, on the other hand, Shannon. Riddler, on the other hand, has got some it's either hit or you're like the little guy that, the cartoon guy that swings and goes in circles. That's how the Riddler works.
Yeah, but Hush Time, I like when Riddler was his own bit of a detective, where he was sort of.
I swear to God, if somebody puts
Enigma,
I swear to God, though, if somebody puts Jim Carrey in this fucking chat, he's going into the trash.
Well, nobody did. I left that part out because I didn't like the Jim Carrey.
I'm trying to throw him in the trash now. Beta 5K. All right. Beta 5K say Batman needs someone to match his wits. You thought the Riddler did it? Okay, maybe. But the Riddler bad's really bad. I think Mr. Freeze's bad wasn't really bad. It was just bad. It wasn't really bad. The Riddler's bad.
Yeah, Riddler got laughably bad. Mr. Freeze, at the end of the day, Freeze got them for Batman.
Okay, whatever. They put him in B, so put him in B. That's why I told you I would be dumbfounded. I know our chat so well. I knew I was going to be dumbfounded by this. And I'm just dumbfounded.
But we still have no A's and we have no S's.
Which is also, I kind of think it's semi a shock.
It is to me because I like some of these characters.
Yeah, same.
I'm trying to get an A out here. So this character, I kind of don't want to waste them because I don't know what the chat's going to do with them. But I think this is the best of the best here. You ready?
You got to get. You know what? Instead of saving them for the end, maybe you need to kind of mix in right now.
I'm trying to get somebody an A. This is the best of the best. I think. Here we go. Amazing Spider-Man number 3. It's not going to get any better than this, guys. Dr. Octavius. Doc Ock. I don't care how you do him. Is great. Shit, they even made him Spider-Man at one point, and that was a pretty damn good arc.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want that to happen. I remember when that happened. I was
hated that it happened, and then it changed.
It was done well, and I turned I changed my tune on it. It was done well.
S.
This is an S.
A. I think this is an S.
I'm gonna give it an S too.
B. Zaggy, get him out of here. What is he doing? Zaggy, because of you, I took my blood pressure medicine before this, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go and start hanging out with Tom Green if you're gonna be giving us B's.
No. Yeah, you and Tom Green. All jokes. Shakir Starman was dope. S A S S S A plus, maybe S. Yeah. Okay, look, even JJ said A plus, maybe S. That's S. That's as positive as JJ can get.
Exactly.
So
that's a glowing review.
Did you know that? Hey, did you know that? Do you watch the show enough, Corbin? Do you know who's in the picture here with Leftover Zaggy to the right?
No, I don't.
It's Tom Green. It literally is the Tom Green.
Oh wow! I even
Stop texting in the chat. You can tell the people in the chat. They'll hear what you say, Corbin.
Oh, I didn't text anything.
Oh, sorry. Stick.
Yeah,
with
you're
when you told me, I stopped.
I was like, hey. Similar. Okay. So let's S him up. I don't have to. Let's get out of town before they burn him down too.
Yeah.
All right. Now. So okay, we got him. So now I'm going to try to do S tier. I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to go back to back. DC.
Let's get it.
I think I'm going to have to override the whole show if this goes wrong.
Well, don't. Yeah. We don't even discuss this. Guys.
If anyone says anything, they're just being contrarian at this point. It's definitely.
This is the case for S plus. Like,
yeah. I mean, everyone wants to. Come on now. Yeah, this is definitely an S.
I didn't like the last thing they did with it because I thought it was kind of corny how they just redid a fucking Jerry Lewis show and then they're like, yeah, it's original.
Oh
it's
yeah,
so great.
yeah.
Whatever.
Again, that movie would have been so much better if they would have at least hinted that it was just a story he was messing with.
But Heath Ledger's portrayal of this, even with any error that you did it. I'm sorry, you're saying things that are not true at this point, or what are you doing?
Oh, what?
You're just saying the wrong stuff? Okay. But I was going to say, like, any era that you go into when you do the Joker or any style that you do it, even if it's in the Adam West stuff, the Joker and Adam West was very well done for that style. The Joker done in the first Batman movie when it was Jack Nicklaus for Nicholson, whatever. Yeah. Not the golfer. For that style was done very well. Heath Ledger, although Corbin apparently likes to tell lies, was done very well for that style. You know what I mean? Even the Jerry Lee Lewis version, or Jerry Lewis version, not Jerry. Didn't Jerry Lewis date his cousin who was underage? Yeah. Married
Winona Ryder in that Great Balls of Fire movie.
Whatever. Okay. Well, and I was talking about the guy that plays the piano,
and Winona Ryder played his cousin.
All right. So are we with S? Because I think I want.
Yeah. There's no doubt in my mind. There's a reason why.
Yeah, that's
negative.
Just too much Joker now.
No, I don't care. There's a reason why I put this on
Joker
my
is straight up dumpster fire. That book
above Detective 27.
That was good. Yeah, that book's.
I don't care about value. Like in Detective 27, I'd still rather have first Joker and Catwoman's in there too.
Oh, really? So you and Corbin are telling lies today because who's that dude that was in that one Batman movie or the Harley Quinn movie? Who's that one with the silver teeth?
Jared Leto? Hey, listen.
Yo,
it's not that bad.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's a lie.
Not that bad. I mean,
yes, that's a lie. That's a lie.
That whole movie was bad. His was like Heath Ledger.
What? Yeah, get off of Heath Ledger, man. Plus, don't
listen. I got a bone to pick about that. Mark. Every time people bring up the Joker, it's like Mark Hamill's the definitive version. People bring up Heath Ledger.
Oh, he did a great job too. No.
Yeah. But no, Heath Ledger's the first one everyone brings up.
No.
He is. And I'm
did you hear what he said? I literally said every version from Adam West that they used Romero.
You did, but who did you start with? Exactly.
Well, I was going to go back. No, that's not who I started with because I said the new one that came out. So I technically started after that.
But you didn't even bring the name. I mean, yeah, you didn't call him out. You know what I mean? Okay, Marco, I'll concede.
Right.
Listen, I'm not winning. Listen, you win that. I'm just saying.
Right.
That's why I get triggered because everyone's I love the Joker.
You get mad because people actually. Let me tell you something not to do if you have a property that's not doing so well. When people say, "Oh, I like this version of it," don't big boy them. Just don't go like, "Oh, that's cute." Okay, that's cute. That's cute.
Listen,
You got
you're right.
as many fans as it can get at this point.
No, you were right, Marco. You were right.
If they like Silver Teeth Joker, let him be. Okay.
No, you're right. I need to be. The problem is I'm a DC fanboy, but I like to keep them honest. But you're definitely right. I should be winning all my people and not trying to turn people away.
This is just advice. Like it's advice like this. Like if somebody passes away from, let's say, a heart attack, you don't go like, oh no, they didn't pass away from a heart attack. They passed away from being probed by an alien. It doesn't matter what you believe. You just say, thank you very much. Thank you very much. My condolences, and you move on. You just go, right?
Fair enough. Fair enough, sir.
Crazy telling you it was the alien that probed him that killed him.
When we get to alien probes, it's time to move to the next one.
Next one. All right. We'll go back with the DC, and then DC. They asked for him. He's newer, 60 cents only. The Killer Croc.
Jody. It's probably gonna be low. I don't even want to look at these. I'm gonna go argue for
Suicide Squad. Did you think Suicide Squad? He was in Suicide Squad, right? Killer Croc.
Yes, he was. That was.
Did you think he was bad?
No, I did not like that version.
Really? I thought that was okay. I think his comic books are okay. Gritting teeth, like C-ish maybe.
Yeah, just brute. You know,
he got beat up
by Bane. I mean, I'm not even surprised by these, to be honest with you, because I definitely have to. Yeah, I mean, his comics are, they're good. He's got some solid ones. I think his best one was pre-Crisis, where he killed Jason Todd's parents. Well, I keep saying pre-Crisis, but that was the one I remember most notably.
CD. Oh, good man. They're putting in D. This is good. God,
I figured it was going to be a D. I figured.
I'm out of the list. This is probably.
I'm going to try to go.
I didn't expect it to be, right below Mr. Freeze. But
okay, I wonder if I want to put this guy here, but I think they're going to rank him too high, and then I want to put this guy here, but I think they're going to rank him too high too. But we'll try it.
Am I DMing him?
Yeah, DM. 41, right. ASM 41. Rhino, it is a good cover. But the Rhino is kind of just like a joke, right?
He's what he was in the Spider-Man movie. He's just a throw-in villain.
Yeah, right? Like he's not
he had like those 2 issues where they were trying to tell some like backstory about him and like a girl. I don't know, like in the early 2000s.
That's over. I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
That was a good one, bro. Yeah.
But Beta 5KC, like outside of that, Shannon D.
It's just, hey, it's the Rhino.
Yeah, where he had it like his brain was up to another level in terms of increased intelligence, and then he
that was it.
Yeah, put a suit over it. It was really good.
CD,
you're right.
I mean, I think that's where we're at. Is kind of.
I feel like we're at
Venom goes D. Yeah. I mean, we're
still of this group.
I think it's going to come. I think it's really going to come down to our decision on this one because the chat looks 50-50 split on this.
Is he better than Croc? I think that's what it goes down to. If he's about the same, then I think I agree.
The question is this: is he better than Sandman or Clayface?
No, that's why I think he's right there with these.
I think he's right there, D.
If we're ranking him, if we're ranking him with like new school guys,
Whoa, he's just a muscular furry. Wow.
I mean, he's not lying, but
I don't even know what.
Yeah. I mean, he's one of those guys like Sandman.
So you want to know how bad he is? There's this thing. There's a toy that they came out with. It's a Spider-Man. It was made by the company that did all those Star Wars things that were either way. It's one of the it's interactive. It's interactive. No. It's Sphero. Sphero came out with a Spider-Man. The Rhino is one of the characters, and literally to beat the Rhino, all you do is pick the guy up. Like the rest of them, you have to beat like riddles, or you have to do something like stop. To beat Rhino, he just goes, "I'm gonna crush you," and you pick up the thing, put him down, and he runs into a wall. It's like even they gave it 2 shits about him. So I think we can put him in D. He's in D. I don't know. Trash. I mean, in this group, I should pull it up. I should go run upstairs real quickly and bring it down and see if we can get it played out.
If he was facing Big Wheel or the the Human Rocket where we were talking before, sure, he'd get higher. But in this group where we're talking,
okay. So this is what this is a questionable. This is a questionable one where I don't know. Electro.
Jamie Foxx? I'm playing.
No.
I know I'm messing.
But I think the earlier versions And the mid version of Electro was really good. And then there's this area where it's really fucking corny. And then there's an area where they're like, what the fuck do we do with them? You see what I'm saying? Like there's like these two very distinct Electros in comic books, at least. I don't know what to say about Jamie Foxx's. Well, I do know what to say about that, but I'm not going to.
It was good in the recent movie.
The first one wasn't, but that wasn't his fault. But it still wasn't good. You're right. The first one wasn't. I like the second one.
But like, I think this would have been the definition of a C character. I think he's on almost on the Two-Face level. I think he's at the Riddler level, and I don't think Riddler should be in fucking B. But I mean, like,
he should be an A. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God, what are we doing here?
Wow,
what are we doing here? What?
Man, you know what? You know what we should do next time we say a character? Let's not give an opinion until after we see the grades, then react. Because I wonder if they're just doing the opposite. Like, this is so funny to me. We're like, we don't know. This is probably a C, A, B,
Patrick,
A+.
I agree. That's what I was saying. Was the web part of it, where it's like, what he doesn't know what the fuck to do with them.
Mark Webb killed it, and not in a good way.
No. Yeah,
that is for sure.
Is he bagging groceries someplace?
No.
I don't think he can get a job bagging groceries. I think it's C2, but like
I did like 500 Days of Summer though. If you see that Joseph Gordon-Levitt Dash Now movie, that's a good movie.
Damn, hey, Venom is like dead on when we want Venom to be dead on. He's dead on, and then when we don't, he's also the biggest surprise. He's like, it's either he's with us or he's way against us.
More Deadly Venom. You come out of left field like, hey, huh?
What Shannon? When is it? By the way, I just set up for Motor City, and next week we'll be promoting Great Lakes Comic-Con. I'll be setting up. So will our friend Dan. You see him in chat all the time. Dan the Man. He will be there. So will our friend Daggett Comics and a lot of other people. We do have a con coming up in February that we will be at.
Well, here, I'm going to set up Shannon so everybody can go after him because Shannon was asking if this is a trash bin candidate.
Whoa. I don't see that at all. Wow.
Go after him, guys.
No, we're not including them. I mean, we're just including everything, I guess.
It's weird. Like, I guess we're not like making it primary, I think, but I think we did like bring it up, right? Like,
you brought it up. I was trying to avoid that.
You're very right, Pat.
Hey, I'll back away. It's all good.
What are we gonna do here? We gotta get it here because
that's where I was at.
I know what we do, but there's A's and B's here, man.
There's also trash. I showed you
there's
trash.
One trash and one C and a bunch of, and then the A and
that's a B, I guess. I guess it levels out to a B.
The A, yeah.
Because
all right, put him in B. I mean, how does that not? That's the classic C character. I just don't know what I'm doing with my life anymore. I really don't. I spent a long time making these lists. Ask Pete. It took me probably about 2.5 hours to make these lists, and now I'm like, I don't even know why I made it. I could just put anything up there. They're just gonna.
That was the spot. That was the spot.
Where you
went. All right. So what are we gonna give this guy? Because we have to use him as a Spider-Man villain, and I think some people might call foul on it. But the cover's great, and huh? I know. I'm doing the build.
Oh, you're still. I didn't know you were still leading in. I thought maybe you thought you were.
I just want. The chat is gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't know you were still doing lead in.
Spider-Man ASM 50. It's Kingpin. I like this book. It's a good book. It has always been a good book. I don't know what to say anymore. It feels I
know what to say. I'm kind of waiting now. I want to test the chat to see what they say.
Yeah,
same. I'm waiting for them. Yeah,
I don't even know what to say because Corbin got me got the cat got my tongue now.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. S.B.
I'm with Eric.
I think King's A. Oh, A. Yeah, King is A.
I'm with JJ.
I think Daredevil when I think Kingpin. I know you do, Eric, but it's really a Spider-Man thing. A. Are we grading on a curve? Yes, the chat curve, I guess. I don't. Yeah.
The thing about Kingpin, I think that makes him so good is he's just a very good street level villain. Period.
Yes.
I think we can move. Hold on, real quickly though. I think we got a couple late additions to the Electro thing. Oh, we did. Oh, we did. We got a couple late ones to the. I think.
Can we shift?
Let me see. No, that's new votes. That's a shift. shift him down to C, and I think we're
Fine.
Kingpin on the A tier.
That's where I have the Kingpin. I think Kingpin is a solid
A tier.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah, okay. We all agree.
He's a solid.
Order is being restored.
It is till I just I'm gonna crap on everybody's dreams here.
Kingpin is a solid number 2 in your starting 5 rotation. Like he's not your top.
Now listen,
not the guy with the balls at the end of the game, but he's your number 2.
Listen, we are talking about all around. We are talking about comics, but I know the movies are going to play into this one.
Yeah, it was impossible not to have that happen, Marco. Whoa.
I'm saying C.
Hey.
I'm like,
C.
hey!
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Definitive Batman villain of the 1970s.
Yeah.
Like he made that.
What you mean?
Yes. I'm just saying, like, if you look at Batman's history.
No.
I would even say he carried through into the 80s too. You got the Son of the Demon.
He's a bad man. He's a bad Mandarin. Like,
Tower of Babel? JLA?
Ew.
My only problem when you brought up the movies is I don't know how to pronounce his name because I always thought it was Raz, but apparently it's Raish.
Yeah,
I keep calling him Raz
Batman Beyond for that one.
Is it called Ghoul?
Batman Beyond is where Talia al Ghul said, no, Batman Beyond, they said Ra's al Ghul, and then Talia said, actually, it's Ra's al Ghul, and it turned out that was actually Raish the entire time, so I think he said his own name in that one. It was hilarious how that happened, but Ra's al Ghul.
How do you say it? Because I always call it Ra's al Ghul.
Raish.
Supposed to be Raish.
Yeah, exactly. It was the funniest piece of DC continuity, just hilariousness. But I say A. I think he's
A.
I agree.
B, bonus points. You can't give him bonus B.
I mean, yeah, he's been in big Batman stories. If we're leaving out the movie like we should, there's no reason. If we bring in the TV stuff, he's there. Yeah.
I don't know. You got 2 A's and you got a bunch of B's and a C.
Come on, y'all. Please think about this. Son of the Demon laughs. A lot of demon in there. Tales of the Demon. Like, it's a lot of stuff. The Lazarus Pit, for goodness sakes. Like, that impacted so much of DC.
Oh, the wheels are off this fucking ranking.
What's that?
You'll be happy if
the Maidens. What was that, like that 9-issue series?
I'm gonna break this. One more person says
the other daughter. Like
not Earth. Which one? Batman Legacy? No.
Sorry, guys. He's going B.
I don't know.
Wow.
It's not Gotham. It's not Gotham. It's not Gotham by Gaslight. Well, let me.
No, it's not.
It's close.
Patrick, you're right.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Absolutely right.
It's gonna be close.
Fine. You are.
Come on, y'all. Patrick is right. It's definitely not Gotham by Gaslight. That's a classic of the highest order. But come on, y'all. B guy. I can't look at him next to the Riddler.
L.
Like, are we serious?
L, they're dropping Lazarus down to L.
Marco, come on, y'all.
Yo, this is how the game is played.
Guys, y'all, listen, listeners. He's
gonna
be right next to the Riddler. You're gonna put him next to the Lizard. Ra's al Ghul next to the Lizard. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Hey, you don't want to talk about the movie, but they did pick him to be the first villain for Batman Begins. Watch what happens here.
Watch what happens here. What? This is gonna be. They're gonna S tier her. They're gonna S tier her.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
No shot. No cap on this. They are gonna S tier her. I'm not even gonna say anything about Harley Quinn. But they're
are you trying to like jinx yourself, hoping that they're gonna contradict you by you saying that that's what they're going to do? They will then do the opposite.
That'd be like no shot. Not an S tier. They're gonna S tier her. They're gonna S tier her. Oh. All right. Did we use the whole?
Well, again, I'm afraid to say what I think before we get anybody from the chat to.
Hey. Oh my God, D! What the fuck is going on? Jesus!
I told you.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh.
When level heads prevail, honestly, Eric's not far off.
I don't think Eric's far off either. But like, they gave her Stick Boy, put her in the dump.
You know what? I bought a lot of Harley Quinn books, and I got to tell you, I barely read any of them, but I kept buying them.
This is the one you could actually use adventures for because the book is based off of the actual adventures.
I know. Yeah. Oh no, this is one I do not have. I remember going. My buddy owns a shop. We were going through a collection he had. We found one of these in the collection. He was so psyched, and it was beat to hell. I so wanted to buy it, the beat to hell copy. But
watch out though, color. By the way, front page color does not bleed through in a darker purple than this does. If you see bleeding of that purple, that's a color touch book. I know there's a lot of people that do that, try to color the book, and then they're like, no, because no, that's not how that works. Joe is right.
What's the one book that always it's got a ton of Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider always gets touched up.
Oh yeah, Ghost Rider. Yeah, it gets
touched a lot.
Yeah, it gets touched a lot too. And I mean, we're talking color touches, and somebody took something and tried to fix the color on it.
Yeah.
See, because all the webs go.
Sharpie. My son was playing with the purple Sharpie the other day, and I had to yell at him like, "No!"
I don't know what XX means, Lewis. See, because all the what's a weebs? Go Gaga. Is it like dweebs? Go Gaga over. Yeah. Hey, Zach, have you shown up to our shows? That's half the crew wants to hang out with furries in a hotel room here. And the other half, if you put any cover that's got a thong on it,
I still don't understand the hate you have for Jessica. I keep saying Jessica. Jennifer Beals wearing that just revealing dress
she wore. I understand why you guys are drooling over it. What are we doing with this?
I'm just saying it was distracting. That's all.
No, I don't think it was because she's an aliens.
We got. They're all over the place. There's A's, C's, there's D's, there's B's. We have every letter. I think I saw an S. There's a D. We literally have everything but trash, which I think is valid. There shouldn't not be a trash.
I got D, A, C, D. Harley had been A. Her comics have sucked for like 2 years. Yeah, well, that's because they put out like 16 different versions of her. Yeah, I agree on that. CB, A, double X's, which I don't know what that is. A, Joe is right, White Knight. B, C. Carmen? What should we do with her? Because it's all over the place.
It is all over.
I want to say B.
I think we have to be like. Look at it. You really have to get into the B. It's like the B-boy bands thing here with her.
Yep. And B is for
All right, B it is. Okay.
I'm actually good with that.
Me too.
All right. So next up, I'm going to give you a little something to chat about. You guys can lose your mind.
Roz.
Oh my God.
See on this character, light a fire, and then I'll be back in 1 second and see what the chat has to do with it.
All right.
There you go. Please tell me.
Venom. Oh my God.
Don't start on the book. I just picked ASM 300 because that's the one everybody likes to buy. So don't start in on the 299s, 298s, even Web 18. I don't care about hand pushing somebody onto this. We're not getting into that. That was my point. We're not getting into what's the actual first. Same thing we could have done with Killer Croc if we wanted to, with the 524, 525, and I forget the other book. Like, yes, some of these characters have a lot of books you can pick from. I just picked 300 because that's the book the market likes. So, Venom. Honestly, ask yourself honestly before you vote what you think of this character.
Look back. You got Todd McFarlane's beginning. Eric Larson and stuff. Of course, Lethal Protector. The stuff. I mean, there's a lot with this guy. Good, bad, ugly.
I want to eat your brains.
All right, did they kill me? I was joking about C, by the way, guys.
I mean, listen. He's
not S. He's not S.
Well, yes, I think we kind of had to guess an S out of 4 Deadly Venoms, even though I don't think that's the relation to the name.
Is he S? That's an interesting question, right?
No. To me, I would say no. To me,
I would agree.
I would go A because he does have a high standing and he has become a character of somewhat importance in the Spider-Man realm of things.
He's got 2 standalone movies pretty much, right?
He does. And I didn't put this in the news, but the sequel actually surpassed the box office of the original just this past week.
I think that's the definition of success of a villain, right?
Also, that's the thing. I don't think he's a villain anymore. That's also part of the problem.
He's like an anti-hero now, right?
Yeah, I mean they switched him in the '90s. We're 30 years removed from the '90s. Like
He's
it's
Harley
been a
Quinn, but
while.
in terms of hero villain role.
Yeah, but
right?
even his comic books and like his comics, no matter which way you. Once again, you got to take him as a whole, and no matter which way you do, his comics are good. Like
They
they're
are.
very rare. His comics are very rarely poorly written.
You can point out the years where you had bad Venom comics. Like you can specifically go, okay, this one was not good, or this one was not good, because most of it was good.
Even his knockoffs, like Agent Venom, like oh man,
yeah, and that spawned a whole lot of Carnage, for goodness sakes. I mean,
are we counting the Mac Gargan Venom too afterwards?
Yeah, I think that gave a villain
Venom?
that we didn't even think. I mean, that's a villain that would normally be a C character. If we bring in the Venom part, then who knows? Oh, we haven't talked. Let me be quiet. But the point being, you're right. Like he was an avatar for other villains and heroes to become more than they already were. So I think just by that, just by extension,
I think you got to put him in S. I think
I
wasn't thinking. I was thinking he was going to be A, and the more we talk about it, and the more I think about it, I think.
Hey, you can say it all you want, but I still see a predominance of A's here.
Don't make her S.
Shaggy, Joe, Obi.
1, 2, 3, yeah, and then we get
Patrick's got an S.
A.
We got another
S, S, A, S. Yeah, so it's up to us here, and me and Corbin are.
We're not done. Eric, 2 Erics. When you square it, that counts as 4.
Yeah, but Eric just changed his vote to an S.
Oh,
he's made an S too. So, like, I'm just thinking, like,
I'm not gonna hate on that bump up, but I just don't honestly feel that Venom's on the same level as Joker, and I think that's just a problem of us not having.
If you say Spider-Man villains, I think everybody's gonna say Green Goblin, and I think everybody's gonna say
that's
Venom.
his Joker. Venom would be like just below that, I think.
Yeah, there's no way. This is no shot. But yeah, put him in there. You got to be kidding me.
He's an A? S?
The group got him on S. Corbin, what do you have?
I think the group still mostly had him A. But
all right, no, I thought Corbin said S. If Corbin says A, we put him. It's a split thing, and it comes down to Corbin.
I had an A.
Okay,
yeah,
put him in A.
I had an A. I don't think. Yeah, I had an A.
I just think
if
across the board,
want to keep moving. If you guys want to, argue it up,
he is better than Kingpin. That's the problem. Whoever put Kingpin at A, I think Kingpin was good there, but I see what you guys are talking about. But
okay, well, time out. I'll do the opposite. We should have done 2 Spider-Man, but then here we go. Here we'll go with the opposite. We'll go with where I feel is on a similarish level to Venom, almost the same. Well, I think a little bit under Venom, but if it was a plus minus, I figure this character Venom would be the middle, and this would be the minus. And here we go. Did you say Penguin? It is.
I was thinking that's where you were going with this.
Exactly where I'm going. So where do you put Penguin at this point? Because if you say Penguin is if you say he's A plus, then Venom goes up to S. If you say he's just A, then Venom stays where he is because Venom's been A plus.
I like Penguin, but I think
they've done him good.
I'm discounting Danny DeVito's weird.
Oh, you hate Danny DeVito.
Penguin.
Yeah, Penguin. They're putting out Penguin Triumphant, the one story where Penguin beat Batman. They're putting that out on in a trade paperback this year after like 30 years. So there's something there, but like I don't know. I'm of the opinion that
they're getting a spinoff. I mean, what's his name? Colin Farrell. He's getting a spinoff show.
Oh, that's going to kick in. Yeah, and remember Gotham. I mean, not that we're bringing that up like
I
that.
like Gotham too. By the way.
If we're looking back just comics, he was good in Batman Earth 1, I thought.
Yeah.
We're not gonna let one character portrayal of Penguin drag.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not letting the Danny DeVito thing sully what should have been done with the character.
I think like general public, when you mention this is once again why I think Venom probably should go to the S. I mean, I can't.
Hell, I even like the cheesy version. I like the superpowers, Burgess Meredith version. Give me the trick umbrellas.
I don't know what to do with anything nowadays.
He's still an A to me.
A solid B. C.
Yeah, I'd say a solid B.
Holy
to an
shit.
A. Only reason why is because at the end of the day, like he's a villain, but like it's more. I don't know. He's like Kingpin without like being at all physically imposing. You know what I mean? Like the stuff he does behind the scenes, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like if you want to make like a minor comic character somewhat valid, you put Penguin as the antagonist.
All right, put him in B. Put him in B. Put him in B. They got him in B. Put him in B.
Next to Harley Quinn. That's funny.
Oh,
I love these
I
ratings.
talked to my to put him into A, and then change it to A. But
more.
I have to go back and do.
It's a fair fight. Can't even give Bats a poor A.
I know. I can't. Well, I was arguing for A. Hold on. We got more.
Shannon,
all right.
A.
Scorpion.
I'm with comics are fun. Okay, Scorpion. There we go. Moving on.
Yeah, Scorpion. The forgettable, the forgettable villain.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the enforcers. Hey, this is great. This is great. They got the enforcers there, and I think that the enforcers are a step under kind of Scorpion.
Yeah, don't get me started on the enforcers.
No.
You're telling me, the cowboy with the lasso and the little guy and the big guy. Like, no, don't get me started on the enforcers.
The only thing that I'll say is later on with the Scorpion,
he became Venom.
I'm talking about late in the middle portion of it. Like, at least he's not Sandman.
Yeah, that's true. And like his first story was really good. What was it, Spider-Man 20? Yeah. He was just like, Spider-Man's like, oh my God, like I need to fight again, because the common themes of the early stories were just like, how can Spider-Man, use his brain or whatever to defeat this enemy? And this one, he's like, I just keep getting the crap beaten out of me.
Whoa! Well, apparently they don't think he's better than Sandman. There's a BC and a D. Someone has to be trash.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody was going to be trash on our list.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could meet some of these guys at a Comic-Con because I'd love to have a conversation.
I know Shannon personally. He's just joking around with you.
Oh no, I mean this in an actual very good way. Like just to talk about, just because I know we're like I'd love to more time than we have here to okay.
Yeah, it'd be cool if we could. We actually are thinking about putting together a voicemail, not on our personal phone, so they can call in.
Oh, that'd be dope. Yeah, just we need
to. I'm going to take that idea now. You said it out loud.
Oh shoot!
We did it.
Oh, watch. Yeah, we should. Well, I'll go get a track phone tomorrow.
Oh yeah, go get a burner.
All right, so we'll get track phone tomorrow. We got to do it in T. We got to do it in D. We got to do it in D, right?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with the D. That's kind of where I had scored. That's
kind of level. It's not just Shannon. There's two. Yeah, I mean, we got to.
He's not gonna be the guy that there's not some.
I thought he was better than Sandman. I thought he was better than Sandman.
Investing Spider-Man,
I mean, I don't know at this point.
I put him. Yeah, if we're gonna put him D, I put him C. I mean, Electro's better. Yeah, I guess he actually is a little bit.
All right, yeah, where are we putting? Okay, now listen. Now where are we putting Poison Ivy?
I'll let you guys discuss.
Yes, I would like to discuss Poison Ivy. As a matter of fact,
love that first edition there.
And they've done some good stuff with her before too, and they've done some very bad stuff for her too. Yep.
Uma Thurman. I'm just bring it up twice. No, movies aside, they have, like you said, some really good stories. Like you said, hit or miss. She's very much like you mentioned the Riddler.
Yeah.
When you have some good ones, they hit. Then she has some where she's good by association with Harley Quinn. Whatever that's worth.
Considering people at crap, where do they put Harley Quinn at this point? They put her in B. Yeah, I don't think you can put her. I don't think you can lower her past B. She's got to be in B, right? Like she's some were great stories and memorable. Yes, some were really bad. She's criminally misused sometimes, criminally underused and then misused other times. But the majority of her is pretty well done. I think B, CB. I think we're going to give it a B here. I think, guys, remember you put Harley Quinn. No, they did try to put Harley Quinn in the C, but I think we could give her the B.
This might be our most unanimous one, so in a while at least.
Did you guys go over Uma Thurman while I was gone?
Yeah, I brought it up.
I just passed over it. I wouldn't.
No, it was a joke on his. He said there's been some good ones. I was like, Uma Thurman.
So I think we put her in B, which is nice. I like that. I don't think
nobody's. Oh, huh?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Mark. I know we talked about this from way back. I know you're probably not watching Batwoman, are you?
No, I'm not.
Well, she's the villain right now for that. It's god awful, but I feel like a car accident I have to watch. But right now, she's the current baddie.
Are they going to keep Batwoman up, or are they going to get rid of that?
Listen, it's taken on a life of its own in ways I don't even want to talk about. I know they'll bring it back, but for all the wrong reasons. I'll leave it at that.
Awesome. Sounds great.
It's not for story. I'll tell you that.
Good job, DC. Way to go. Is it because guys are lonely at night, or
The opposite. I mean, yeah, but also it's not even for that. I think it's taken on a symbol of like it's a classic DC CW TV show story. We'll talk about another time because.
okay,
But yeah, it has a community.
Where did we have this?
B.
It was pretty solid.
Yeah, pretty solid B. There's a couple seasons there, but I think we can the Harley win.
I'm not opposed to her being B. I'm opposed to 3 other DC characters being in that same slot that probably shouldn't be there.
I am with you.
They should be a little bit higher personally, but that's just me. Even though you guys didn't like Riddler, I do.
I actually think I have a problem with almost this entire list at this point. So.
Yeah. I still can't get over the fact that Ra's al Ghul was sandwiched between Harley Quinn and the Riddler.
So we're including the Hobgoblin.
Oh, I love the Hobgoblin.
Stamps in the last one. We're doing tattoos and stamps. These last 2 books. What are we doing with that? You really do love the Hobgoblin?
Yeah, I mean his design is perfect. The comics aren't super great. That's the lie. The first 3 Hobgoblin appearances are really good. After that, and I think there's a really good behind the scenes story about Marvel's editorial fighting over him, but you can tell it's a drop off. But yeah. Like 238. There's a couple of 2-issue ones. I think 239. No, 239 was a different villain.
I mean,
I have the book behind me. What am I talking about?
No, I think he's still in 239. I think that's the one where they're like on the cover together.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I have it behind me too in the filing cabinet.
It's like
we can open this up if we want.
Yeah, no, I have the
I would agree. This list is a damn mess.
The trade.
This says it all. This
is says it all. If I try to really dig in there.
Oh, 249 to 251.
We got Patrick. We got Sticks, and we got Eric. Very respected people across the board. Very different opinions on the next character. He does make me think Halloween.
I think 241.
He's no Jack-o'-lantern, though.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's definitely not Jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you said it though, Pete. It was 238 and 239. And then I was thinking 249, 251.
Kind of is a copycat villain.
Oh, yeah, I got, yeah.
All right, I think they've got it here. I think they got the C's, which I think is where.
Yeah, all right. I mean,
I can buy it. I'm not gonna kill him.
I'm only doing this by comparison to some of the other guys, though. It's just because there was still a lot.
I would put him 2 down from wherever the Green Goblin is, and the Green Goblin's going to be S tier. So
Green Goblin, I don't know if Green Goblin's going to be S tier.
Yeah, who knows?
Don't say that. Don't even put the idea in your head, Marco. He's S tier. Anyway, I'm not going to get mad prematurely. I guess I would say B, but I mean, C seems to be where.
Is he riding a Transformer? No.
Yeah, a lot of C's.
A lot of C's.
Yes, he's riding Astro Train. If you know that Transformer, that's who he's riding.
Also, shout out to John Romita Jr. and John Romita for just putting him out. Like, he looked really good.
I think one of these is, I don't like one of these, and I like another one. So I'm going to try to
Batman, or you sticking Spider-Man?
Batman, but I'm trying to even it out. So I'm going to do Bane.
Well, might as well put him right next to Hobgoblin, I guess.
Yeah, I actually think that's a good spot. Yeah, but I'm just.
What do the people think, right? Yeah,
I think you're right, Corbin. I think he's C, and
ultimately, yes, I think that's where he kind of ends up. The idea behind him at the time, back in the '90s, it was a great idea. I was all into it. All right.
Yep. I drop him to D just for City of Bane.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of bad.
What about the Batman Forever?
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Put it out. S.
Oh wow.
S tiered him. Lewis S tiered him.
Lewis, Batman and Robin.
Oh my god.
Wow, you really got an S?
Oh my god. He's gonna go B. He's gonna go at least B.
This is insane.
I could live with C too, but
this is a character they had very high hopes for. Again, I was all into it in the '90s when they released him. Like, all right, we got this big bad. He's going to come up with this huge plan to destroy the Batman, and it worked. And then after that, we don't have any other stories.
This list needs to be thrown in the trash.
Like that was it. Like that was.
Take a screenshot of this, and then I'm with you, Pete. This list is very. I'm gonna say
interesting. Go in the trash. It has to. There's no way.
We got him going where?
He broke the bat's back. Oh.
Okay, I'm scared for next week when y'all do next week's one. We're gonna have Dr. Doom and these guys.
Corbin, so you're welcome back. But B,
we're gonna have Doom for D or whatever.
You scared him away. Put him in B. Put him in B.
I'm sorry. Wow.
Can't.
Why not?
You can't have him in the same level. I'm here to fulfill Ra's al Ghul's
hey, right now you better put him in B because they're trying to turn on us. They're gonna put him in A. They're gonna put him in A. Put him in B.
Okay. He said he'll take a B, give him a B. He'll take a B. We're not putting him in. We'll take a B. All right. Jeez.
You better put him in B. Voting is done. Canceled.
Wow. Close. Wow.
No way. ASM.
No flipping
this just tells
way.
It tells you people like you can't. I went golden age to get. Oh my god. Okay. And then
it's telling me there's one A-level bat villain.
That's what's killing me, dude. I'm telling you, Pete. That's what's killing me. Are you serious?
No,
like,
it's not.
Our A's are their B's.
It's not just that. It's that they want to put Bane at the A level. Out of all these things. If it was just time out. If it was just like a shellacking of ASM, I could understand. I could say like, oh well, they're Marvel slappies. We do lean Marvel heavy on this channel. We know that already. I could give you that. But that's
I'm a Marvel heavy reader. Like Marvel is more my thing than DC. But come on, there's still
what's happening. That's not even what's Vulture. D.
Yeah. Old man flies around. Although we're probably gonna get A's in this one.
Angry old man.
I love these guys. I love y'all.
Don't even start in the chat. Don't even start with Michael Keaton in the chat because Michael Keaton is Batman. So
Pete, have you learned? Have you not learned? Time out, Pete. Have you not learned this one thing? You can't tell the chat anything.
I can try.
The chat does not care what we have to say. The chat is their own person, and please,
they will not be influenced.
They will not be influenced by us. D.
They're determined. Somebody's got. But I don't think it's Vulture at the same time.
We're not getting rid of the trash. We're not putting him in the trash. You merely adopted the dork. I was born in the.
Oh wow!
Dork. Sorry.
Exactly. I hope. Staff Zen, I hope you're using that to argue the point down, not try to argue the point up.
I think he's trying to use that to argue. No, he had it as S tier or A. He's trying to argue it up.
ASM 240 and 241 was really good. Like I knew that I had to look it up just now because I knew it was like it was a run where it was they were trying to go into the origins of Agent Toombs before he became Vulture. Now it's gonna matter. He's gonna be where he's gonna be. But like that's one good story I forgot about. Because other than that, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, just kind of what we were saying about Luke Cage earlier too, Lewis. Like I think the sum is greater than the
yeah.
You
kind of brought me back.
You're right. Yeah, then he's a D because he's already gonna be a D because join his fellow teammates Rhino, Scorpion, and Sandman.
Yeah, I think he fits right there in the D's. But
you
brought me back on this big
Ultra D for dinner. Put D there.
You know what this shows me? This tells me that apparently the Sinister Six was a list of D-level villains.
But when you put them together,
and that strength in numbers was what was going to beat them.
Well, it's like Method Man said, I never had a 10, but one night I fucked 5 P's.
Oh man!
No, exactly. hey, I love it though. The chat, give yourself all a round of applause.
Y'all are fun. This is a blast.
This is what's good about this show, though. It started out people were starting to do the spec thing or whatever, and we got it with me and Pete. Even though you see us sell every once in a while, we are comic fans. That's one thing you cannot get wrong.
It shows. Comic fans.
And then you see the chat, and now the chat is like, okay, we don't have to. It doesn't always have to be. Sometimes we can have some fandom going on here.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the chat is,
I love it. Y'all are so fun. This is dope.
We come at it from different angles. Mark always yells at me when I try to pick variant covers. Like, I don't care about how hard to find that variant is.
See, that's why I always stick out everywhere. I'm like, I love the stories. I love the characters. I love I couldn't care less about what it sells for. Although I love understanding that, not my niche, But
All right, let's see.
We got 2 books left.
Love this cover too. I love this cover. I love this book.
Really? This cover seems silly as hell.
I know, but I like it. I don't know why I like it. I just
like it wants to get my son to sign up for T-ball.
What do you want me to tell you? I love it. This is what I think of when I think
That's why I picked like the Arkham Asylum, really like kind of Freddy Krueger's syringe-fingered scarecrow to counterbalance the All-American.
I think this is the one character that DC has adapted pretty well over the ages.
True.
Yeah, and also that first appearance, like that was a creepy comic. Like, I don't know if you remember that story. That was even for its time. I was like, dang, just killing people and laughing, and it had it was very creepy.
Even the new version of it is like, yeah, man. Like, I mean, they went a little bit this way where they gave him the, the post-apocalyptic look, and then they came back to add a little bit of a straw type flair to the newer version of it. So, like, I mean, I think, can we say 8? I can't say.
You can try pump the Nolan movie.
Makes the
Everybody loves the Nolan Batman.
Like, I think that like this character has stayed true and adapted and grown. And I think when you look at characters like that from a comic book,
it's Wonder Woman.
Well, technically it's Batman, but
no, he's adding.
Yeah. It's a conversation for another day. Yeah. See, Eric got to it. We're not going to post that, Eric, but yes. Yeah. Okay. Bad ump. I got that too. Yeah. To play determined strike. Okay. So I just think, I think we got to
cut him some slack. He's not even from this planet, let alone this country, to understand how the game is played.
Corbin, A? Are we doing A? We have to do A with this, right?
I feel like we have to do A.
I would hope so, just to get somebody in there.
No, I mean, I just think like there's an argument where I was arguing with Venom should be a little bit higher too. This is one where I think just because I think he's underrated because of how good they've, like, people complain all the time about bad arcs or they didn't do the character justice. This is a character I think they did do justice. I mean, this is a character where I think was strong throughout, maybe a bump here, but like pretty strong. And they adapted him, and he still to this day is a fucking creepy ass character, man.
Yeah, they get that right.
They did.
They don't overdo it too much, trying to dive into what he is what he is. Like, I agree.
Yeah. A, believe it or not. I mean, I think there could be an argument for S on him, but like, I don't think we can go outside of A. Now we've just got a bunch of jokes about who's pitching and who's catching instead of what we should be talking. This is it. We can't do anything here because this is what this crowd is.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's A though. Put them in the A.
Well, I did, but now we have the last layup of the evening, which destroys the list.
No, I think it's a B.
No, that's an A.
No, I think you guys are going to be surprised. I think you guys are going to be surprised because they've messed this. They keep as much as I just sold Scarecrow on like every time they adapted them, every time they moved them, it made sense. They went back. This character they keep tinkering with, and sometimes the tinkering's fucking stupid.
Yeah, some of the tinkering was horrible. The Gwen Stacy. The affair with Gwen Stacy was just like a step too far.
If you look at the villains, what's happened organically, except for the last one where I start to witness what's happening here. If you look at the A tier villains, they are villains that since their inception have pretty much adapted have pretty much adapted or gotten better. I don't think you can say that about Green Goblin. There's some dude in the 90s. They had that Green Goblin series.
I know.
Norman
a lighter shade of green.
Yeah. Norman Oswald, whatever.
Yeah, Phil, you're
right. He did the Seed shit. That stuff was terrible.
But you had so much right. You had the drug issue. Spider-Man 121. That thing was Last Stand. The Green Goblin's Last Stand. You had him revealing Spider-Man's identity in Spider-Man 40 or 39. Harry Osborn taking over the mantle. Like, you had so many good comics. Even more recently, like the Red Goblin one was decent with the Green Goblin and Carnage. Like you've had some horrible misses. I agree, Marco. But like the hits are like among the best comic stories ever. Like the hits are among the best comic stories.
Remember what was it right around like 400 where he was they had that cult or whatever? There was like he was wearing robes on the cover, but there was like this cult to take him down. And then you had him having the affair with Gwen Stacy, fathering those two kids that were.
Those were bad.
That's not bad. Those are real,
really bad. Like that.
No, those are no.
Time out and look at the hurts here, and then say We got some real bad. But right now, you can't say that about Scarecrow. You really can't say that about Venom, and you really can't say that about Kingpin.
Yeah.
But you also can't say they have some of the best stories ever done, which you can say with the
That,
Green
but
Goblin
that's the other
done.
point too. To go with Corbin's point there, and that's why, as much as I'd like this to be a closer matchup, I still don't think I can go below an A. I just can't. Even with the terrible, which is there plentiful. It's the plentiful or terrible. But
the chat took it. They put it in
the mistakes were made, but the mistakes were made elsewhere on this list.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I
agree. I honestly put him S tier, and that's how bad he is. But when I think Spider-Man, I think Green Goblin before I think Doc Ock. I'm just saying. Yeah, most people.
We're not thinking about Spider-Man though. We're thinking about the characters, and the character of Doc Ock is way better than the character of Green Goblin.
He's been better portrayed, better story. But like you're talking about, like we're talking about the top villains, right? Like the tops, Green Goblin, Green Goblin is like the opposite of Spider-Man. Like he is that guy, you know, in a way that Doc Ock isn't. Like Green Goblin could never be Spider-Man like Doc Ock could. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, there was a few bad ones. Okay, yeah, there was some bad ones.
That's not gonna, it doesn't fit in with, if you're looking at, if people are saying like who do you like or what, but if you figure it in against as the character, it just Well,
this is what I said when we said Hobgoblin. I said Green Goblin should be 2 tiers above, and he would be right now.
He is now.
All right, leave it away. Pete, let's count this.
Before we count it, I'm making one last plea. I'm putting in the chat so we know where the last plea is coming. This is my one last plea for you guys to pick Riddler, Ra's al Ghul, Penguin. Hell, I'll even give you Harley Quinn to get that bump up to an A. One of these characters.
Yes, I'm with you. Raish.
I say this. Penguin should move up because they have.
I agree,
because they have adapted the character, not as fast as some of the others, but for a character that's been moved that far from where he started out, they've actually done a halfway decent job of it, and they are still adapting that character to this day to make him better.
Yeah, he should be an A, in my opinion. Ray
should be an A as well. Exactly.
No, he's not.
Ray started off so much better. Are you Marco? Ray started off at a higher level. Like, you only bring out Race for the big world-ending stuff. Like, that's the type of threat that he is. Like, he's honestly more like Justice League type. You know, with the Lazarus Pit, with having Batman have to travel all over the world. Like, come on.
Listen to me, guys.
I'm with Shannon as well because I'm a fan of the Riddler. All of them should be up. Well, not
moving up. We sure as shit ain't moving up, Bane. Guys, we need one. We need you to come together.
I specifically left Bane off of my list.
We need you to come together. We need you to come together for one name and move at least one name. You can't do this. This is
about to get in the comments.
Put Riri up. Penguin's. Jesus Christ.
Riri.
Yeah, the special set of tools. There we go. Put them in there. Come on. Raish. Somebody just say it. Just type out RAS. Easy, y'all. RAS. The Penguin just doesn't do it for me. Like.
Harley,
I know, but still, he's been adapted forever, and they still haven't really gotten the Penguin that I want the mobster.
True. Yeah, you make a good point.
All right, we gave it 30 seconds. There's a Roz. There's 2 Rozes.
Thank you, people.
This is garbage. If we can get up to 6 Rozes,
why do we need 6?
Yes.
Because there's not a lot of Rozes, and there's like 12 to 15 people. It's only half the vote.
Coming through in the clutch.
There's only 2, and you've got another. Well, I'll give it 15 more seconds.
The chat's coming through in the clutch.
I see 1.
Harvey. Oh my God.
3. I see 4 Rozes and an extra Penguin too.
You guys.
1, 2, 3. It was after the comment. 4.
I said last plea. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. No. After the Harley is there twice comment. That's what we're counting.
Yes, Joe.
Why are you counting
Thank
there?
You, Joe. I feel like PBS sponsor. Thank
1,
you for your contribution.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, man. We're pulling at fish here. They're giving it. No, they're not. They're not giving it to us.
Come on, y'all.
Holy crap.
I just met y'all, and this is crazy.
This is the problem.
Are you serious?
I know you're getting the problem. Hey, look, this is what I'm going to show you. This is what I see. From when I made my last plea, I see there's one. We got Patrick, right?
3 times with that name, yeah.
Just today, we got JJ.
Okay.
2. I said A for Harley and Roz. That's 2. I'm going to skip I know there's another Roz Patrick in here.
Thank
so
you,
we'll
Patrick. Patrick,
it's
put
3.
Patrick's up. That's
3.
perfect.
Okay.
Joe.
4.
Thank you, Joe. You guys are the best. I love this.
Don't thank them. That's it.
Nope. That's it? No. Thank you.
5.
Hey, he's got to put A. Oh, yeah.
The 4 deadly venoms. Let's go.
It doesn't say the name. It says move them both.
Sam.
Said Penguin and.
All right, there we go. We got it. Move on. I think that's a wrong mistake, but I think it's a mistake. But move him up. At least give him. You guys put him over Riddler and Penguin. You guys put him over Riddler and Penguin. Oh my God.
As he should be.
Oh
Rich
no.
is a level threat. Marco, I'm sorry. It's been a minute, but
I quit. Good day.
I think they should have been together at A. Personally,
I would agree with that.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
you guys are awesome.
You guys literally begged him up there. You like begged him
was a
up.
hell of a good time.
This is worse than adopt a 3-legged dog marathon with McLaughlin or whatever name in the background.
They get it.
Does your dog only have 3 legs? If you give us 10 cents a year, we'll move Raza Gould or Rashad Laga, whatever the fuck you want to call him, up to A. Now can we move Baby C? No. Stop it. Out it.
Man.
No more. Good day, sir.
Oh man, this was fun. Oh man.
What do you got? Hey, give me the numbers for Spider-Man. Let's count it out loud.
All right. Well, after what we just did, here's our final. Who do you want first?
Give me Spider-Man.
Spider-Man first. We have 10 for S tier. Oh,
okay.
Here, just to remind everybody, we'll just do it real fast. What the scoring system is, because I still have the slide for it. Where the fuck is it? There it is.
Save us.
S's are 10, A's are 5, B's are 3, C's are 2. When we're arguing B and C, that's what we're talking about. It's a point difference. D's are nothing, and trash is negative. No trash, so no negatives today. Spider-Man has 10 for Ock.
Okay, 10.
Another 15 for 3 A's, so we're up to 25.
Jeez.
A pair of B's brings us up to 31.
Okay.
And then a pair of C's rounds us off to 35, because those are 2 points apiece. And then all the D's we don't have to count. There's 4 D's, so they just 0 points.
Let's and hope that the chat didn't ruin the segment that I had
35.
planned. Okay, 35.
Batman. You have your Spidey score down, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Batman. We have 10 for Joker in the S tier.
Mm-hmm.
We now have 2 A levels. Give us another 10 points to round it up, get us up to 20 with Scarecrow and Ra's al Ghul. So we're at 20.
Mm-hmm.
We have a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 B's, which is another 15 points. That's 35 points.
Oh, thank God.
And 2 C's, which get us out to a healthy 39.
Would it have made a difference if you guys didn't move up Raza?
If we did not move up Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Wait, would it have made a difference? No, not really.
No, it
would not have made a difference, because the difference between A and B is only 2 points.
Good. To reward the chat, we will be doing top 10 or top 15 worst bats, villains, and villains for something else. So good job, chat.
And don't get me wrong, I love Spider-Man, but
good job, chat. Good job, chat. Good job, chat. Oh my gosh, bad.
That bump up of Ra's doesn't make that didn't make a difference, because he won by 4.
Yeah.
The bump up only gave him 2 points.
All right.
Wow.
Good job. You didn't have to cheat to get there. Good job.
I thought we did. I was thinking a bump to A. Not a bump to A. I was thinking S bump. So I was thinking 5 points.
This is how we don't even know what we're doing with our, like, if you think this is set up, then we don't Shannon,
There's
believe
too
me,
much math for me to too much math and too much drinking for me to be able to.
Enemies are some of the worst ones you see, and that's what the ranking will be up. So next week we're going to have Marvel's top villains we're kind of centering around Silver Age as the key, but we'll go a little bit funky.
Yeah, we'll go a little bit on,
And then the same with DC. Mainly try to stick to the silver. So you get some Green Lantern. We'll get a bunch of stuff in there.
You got some Flash guys in there.
A lot of Flash guys in there. Yeah, Silver Age and Flash go hand in hand.
I'm a fan of the Flash rogues.
Okay. We're already tried the Condiment Kings.
That's why I'm kind of happy Batman won.
There's gonna be some fun ones.
All right. So do we have Pete? Do we have some toys? We haven't even got.
I do have a couple of toys.
Spoiler, non-spoiler Star Wars bit, or we haven't gotten to. Well, all we have opening up some. Should we open these or should we move?
Nah, just save them. We'll figure something out. I gotta find my box too. I have a box too.
Something plastic in here, but I put on.
No idea what's in there.
Why don't we do it? Well, maybe we'll do it. All right, let's get into toys real quick.
We do have toys, and the reason why is because when you said when we were initially just going to do just broad strokes Silver Age villains, I decided, hey, I'm going to do a toy thing. I'm going to look at all the old Mego figures.
Oh, I got some Megos right up there.
Hey, I had a ton of them. I don't know where they are now. They're probably all sold, but that's where I was at. But surprisingly, it still fits what we just did. It fits it almost perfectly. There you go. Little Batman and Robin. I see no little green shoes on your Robin, though.
Wow. No little booties?
Little pointy shoes.
Yeah.
Stop playing pitcher and catcher with the toys. But here we have the Vintage Toy Market Watch. And like I said, I kind of focus these in on these Megos. I decided to start off with a big sale. These, again, are all sales over the last week. So I just only went back 7 days of stuff that actually sold on eBay that I could see. And the first thing I saw that sold, which I think kind of fits, well, maybe it's outside of 7 days. So for this one, I had to stretch it a little bit. January 18th, this Penguin. AFA, or no, this is not even AFA. I had to change it to graded because this is a CAS graded 90. 15 bids got this up to $154.49 for this loose Penguin Mego figure. Hey, it is what it is. You can find a mint on card if it's still in that package. There's a clamshell version, like that's in the picture here, and there's also a boxed version of the Mego figures from way back in the day. I don't know which one came out first. I'm not that big of a Mego expert to know which ones came first, where you bought which one which, but there's a box version and a clamshell edition, and $300. There's one available right now, and a raw asking, or I should say raw, a loose asking $70. With it looks like all of his outfit, like his clothes and them, they look pretty clean. There's no weird stains or browning or anything like that on it. So that looks like a pretty clean Penguin for $69.99. So that's what's on the market right now. Just to give you a better look of what the Penguin kind of looks like here, you got the pointy nose. You got that kind of vibe from the Batman Adam West show. Similar outfit, not quite as colorful as the Superpowers version with the blue jacket. But still, this kind of fits in pretty close with the Penguin of the time. And like I said, you can see here, CAS graded 90. But $150 on that one. Oh, this one might even been the reissue that was graded. I don't know. But here's a better look, again, at the loose figure and what it looks like on the clamshell edition. Mego Museum is a good website if you want to go see some of this stuff. Some information on it. Go check it out. It's a pretty good website. It's got a lot of good pictures and some good information about these old school Megos. And with this, I also want to point out that while I always think of the Megos as these large 8-inch figures with the cloth like outfits, there were the Pocket Heroes as well that were released by the same company. So keep those in mind as well. And I decided I'm going to go grab one of these little pocket figures, these little tiny guys. They're like little 3-4 inches, little tiny, little plastic. They all most of them have this squat look. Some are standing straight up, but 1975 apparently on this one. Only $18 for this loose little Penguin. That's not too bad for this tiny little figure. I mean, 1975 was ages ago now.
Wow.
I don't even want to do the math because that's too close to my own birthday.
I'm about to say that's close to my mom, so I'm not going to say it, but I know.
Don't make me feel that old.
I'm sorry.
I was born the same year Star Wars came out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That being said, you can see on the market, you can find the little penguin out there without his jacket. It's like $35, and you can find him in a lot with a few other of these little squat guys for $90. And then if you want him with a jacket, look, that one's only $25, and you still get him with the jacket where the other one doesn't even have it. They say 3 3/4, but these are not Star Wars size. These are a little shorter.
Oh, they are. Okay. That's
the squat ones are a little shorter because they kind of have like they're kind of squatting down a little bit.
Yeah, they got that little Yep.
The straight up guys, like there's the old school Supermans. They fit right in with the Kenner Star Wars guys. They're like, you can mix them up. Be like, hey, what is this Jor-El doing here with Luke?
Wow.
But yeah, these ones are a little shorter because they got the knees bent.
Because they got the knees already bent. I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah, so they're a little squat. This is to give you a little bit of a better look of what I'm talking about. It looks like he's
Yep.
yeah, doing a little pop in a squat somewhere. He's got to relieve himself.
Defeat Batman, but first, yeah, exactly. Yeah, wow.
You can find them like in these car. I don't know what these little stands they came with. I don't even remember having the stands anymore. But I did have a couple of these little guys. You can see, look, there's a Joker and there's a really buff Robin that they were selling at the time as well.
Wow.
I mean, he's just broad in the chest. Like, don't mess with that Robin. But that started us off. And then I got a bunch of Lucy figures or Lucy toys. And here we're going to shift over to Spidey with the Goblin. You can see $240 for a loose one with the bag in this little box. As I mentioned, there's clamshell ones and there's ones in a box. $425 for in the box. Sold. These both sold this week on the 25th and the 23rd. And then you have copies. I'm so used to talking comics. I say copies. You've got figures.
I feel it.
You know, like, you get the verbiage.
Yeah. You're already thinking in units. Yeah.
It's like raw. It's a raw version. No, it's loose. But like this little loose figure, again, it's on auction at the time. I took these pictures yesterday, so this might be ending tomorrow. $200, but you can buy it now for $350. Hey, maybe you can get it for $200 if you really want it, or $450 in the box. It's expensive. I used to have a Goblin. I had a bunch of these Migos when I was a kid, but I don't think I have them anymore. I think my pops probably sold them all. I probably told him to in college too. He was like, yeah, sell them and then give me the money. And then I bought beer or something stupid with it. But pretty cool figure. Again, they had cloth outfits. They had like boots and gloves and all kinds of like fun little accessories. And yeah, even this box is a little banged up, but this stuff is impossible to come by. I mean, we're talking this stuff 40 years old at least.
Yeah. Especially in good condition.
Yeah. You're not finding this. And I also had one of these, and this is maybe why I was a little bit partial when we were talking about Lizard, but I had a Lizard.
Oh, I had that. I actually had that in
cloth jacket gets caught in the. These are almost like O-ring figures. Like they're just like there's little like where their legs meet and the rubber bit. There's bits where cloth and string gets caught up in there. And my Hulk and my Lizard, the outfits got stuck in their joints.
Wait, did you go over Goblin already? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we already did Goblin.
How much was he? Because I have him.
40 loose with the bag.
Yep, I have that.
Or $425 one sold, I think, in the box.
Ooh, 240? Nice.
240. There's a loose one with the bag available. I think it was auction that was no bids at $200 to start. Buy it now for $350 that I had. When I took the pictures, took the pictures yesterday, so it's probably ending tomorrow. So you can check to see where that one ends at.
Yeah,
but
cool.
Yeah, it was still three something for the one. Yeah, nice condition too.
It is a satchel. It is a satchel.
Yeah, he's got the little pouch, little bag.
I think I bought mine for $20 a couple of years. Like
you can see here the difference between this white jacket, like a clean white jacket on this Lizard, $250, with his dirty ass jacket, it's a little brown and stained, $65. And the tail is it's like cloth and stuffed with a little bit like foam because it's like part of the outfit. It's not part of the Mego plastic figure.
Wow.
But copies available. Now, I keep saying copies. Figures available loose. $200 for one with the jacket, and then one without the jacket. It's only $47. That was at auction, but it still has a couple of days. So who knows where that will end. And these things are tough because they had outfits, they had clothes, they had like material, stuff that gets lost and destroyed over the years. Here, I'll give you a better look at it. You can see he's got the jacket, and then there's a box, and then there's the clamshell version.
Clamshell version, yeah.
That tail is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's to find stuff all together. It's not easy. It's not easy for something over 40 years old. Well, these things are older than me. Not by much, but still older than me. That was Lizard, but then we can move back over to DC. And I did this one to kind of show you both. We have the 8-inch Mego Joker for $80, and then we have the little pocket guy that sold for $45.
Yeah.
That's that little 3-inch little bent knees.
Yeah.
And then there's copy. Look, I keep saying copies. Damn it. There's figures out there, $60. Look for a loose one.
It's not bad for a clean loose one.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then this box looks kind of jacked up, like the top's still open. They couldn't even keep the box closed for the picture. It's still $300. And then this little bent knees. This looks like a clean clamshell though. This looks very clean for $245 for one of the Mego pocket heroes. It's all old stuff. This is old classic toy. This is stuff I think about, like those Marks just posed figures. They don't even have joints. Like this is the stuff I think about when I think of my youth with superheroes. And my first introduction to a lot of these superheroes was through hand-me-down toys. Look at these brown shoes they gave him. I don't even know if those are his.
That's good though.
Yeah, there they are. They're in the clamshell.
Yeah, those shoes almost. Oh, I about to say almost look out of place, right?
Yeah, they do. I think they gave him like Chip's shoes or something from Poncher John.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dropping shoes. He's talking about the short one.
And then just to give you a look at what the little pocket guy looks again with the bent knee.
Yeah, Joe. This is the one Joe's talking about right here.
Looks like they're taking a dump.
Yep.
And there's not even paint on his face. His face is just white. You don't even know where his eyeballs are. They don't give you any sense of anything. It's just
no definition. Just
nothing. No details. I got a couple more. I got a Riddler for you. $125 for a little Lucy 1970s Mego. And you can see the ones that are out there, 100, 140. So that's not out of range for what this guy does.
Huh.
I had this one too. I remember this little question mark outfit. Maybe that's again why I have an affinity for some of these figures, for these characters, because I had the toys when I was a kid. So you can see there in the clamshell. I mean, granted, that's a really nice clamshell if you can find that. But Riddler. What else did I have? Oh, and this is the last thing. This is a part. You can look at it. These are just the gloves for the Catwoman figure. Just the gloves sold for $50. So
wow.
when you go to like a flea market, a yard sale, a garage sale, you find these weird little things. Like this could be mixed in with like a Barbie set for all we know. Like these are just little gloves. This is $50 just for these little gloves.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
That go on this figure.
Eartha Kitt.
I know this
Kitt Catwoman
with the hair. Like this is. I don't know what this. I don't know if this is Eartha Kitt or who this is.
She got the outfits on, bro.
Yeah, it gotta be. Yep. Well, I'm looking right now. Yeah, that is
all
wild.
I know is $50 for them gloves. Those all the way up the arms. Those gloves you can get for $50. God knows if you can get the collar, the little collar on her little outfits. That's probably a good chunk of change because that probably rips off. Oven mitts.
Why are like literally everybody in this that's watching the show? You guys, y'all know. Stop sending me messages while I'm on the show live. You see me live, and then you keep sending me messages.
Yeah, you can't be answering. You can't be answering phone texts.
Text.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. All right,
but that's what I picked for just some toys to look at for our.
I like. You saw them. I got some up there. Those are my play around ones that aren't as good as some of my other ones. And I got some in the safe that are.
I like the Migos back in the day.
I like the original ones. The corny shit they're doing now sucks.
Yeah, I don't like
real quickly for our spoiler-free, a non-spoiler, and then I'm going to open these card packs as we do it, just so we.
Are you going to open the card? You really are going to open the card?
Open it to see what's inside, so we can do a giveaway with them next time for you. Is that okay, Pete? You guys spoil?
I don't care.
All right. So, anyways,
I still got, honestly, for you guys, with the last time we did a box break, I still have the cards I have to mail out.
But yeah, that's why I'm not.
I have them. I still got to mail. I will send them to you guys. I got your addresses. I've just been lazy through the holidays.
Video clip. Where is the one that we? Okay, here we go.
Spoiler!
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Warning!
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Oh my God.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
So, spoiler
That should
alert.
warn you.
Yeah, we warned you, and we're not gonna say a ton on it because we'll cover it later. But the Book of Fett turned into Mandalorian season 3 this week.
Wait, so you're saying the Book of Fett turned into Mandalorian season 3?
That's literally what they did. It was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good. But at the same point, they like literally, holy shit, there's a ton of facts in here. They literally murdered any hope of that being anything good.
And that's what I was trying to say again in our chat that we have together. That's what I was trying to say. Because again, I like this episode. This was a fun episode. I enjoyed it. It was a great episode of The Mandalorian. But what it did was show me that they paid so much more attention to detail. They tried to layer like character building here on this one episode for Mando that they did not give us for Boba.
You know what it showed me is like all the stuff that you and JJ have been saying since the get-go is like, and a lot of people I was trying to be positive till 3 hit, and then like, well, maybe they can do something after that, but like they literally proved that they didn't give two shits about Boba Fett, that they just wanted a stopgap. And this is what they gave us. They gave us a stopgap between Mandalorian because they couldn't get what they wanted done probably for Mando. It was right on that Howard, now it's come out, is going to be directing almost the majority of the Mandalorian things. And that's kind of what we were saying is like, they're putting her in this episode. So whatever she does with these characters, do know that, you know, she's going to be on as a director someplace. That's why they're making such a big deal about this episode. And I just didn't know that they were just going to do what they did though. I mean, they didn't.
And that's why I get to our rankings. This that everybody was giving us crap for. Yeah, I didn't pick this because I didn't think we were getting an episode of Mandalorian. That's why I didn't think Armor was showing up.
We're the only one. I mean, I literally said like the Armor has to show up if Mando, and you guys killed me in the regular thing about it. And then if you watch that show, you see me just put my head down and go like, "No shot, this is ridiculous." But
she did do a nice job, Lewis. I will say that.
The one problem with it is it's not called Mandalorian, and if there was anything left. Yeah, that's it.
Joe, I'm not even sure we're getting 2 episodes to hastily wrap it up because Marco and I disagree, but I still feel like there's a chance we get another Mando episode.
I don't know, man. I think I don't know. I know a lot of people are saying that, but what are you going to do? Like, you're going to have them, I think they're going to do kind of like the weird part is I don't think we're even going to
foil Kofi Kingston.
I don't even think they're going to do like we'll get more into it, but is this the Miz?
That looked like a special of some kind.
What?
Like Seth Rollins.
All right. But I mean, we'll talk about it more. But yeah, I mean, I think what they did is what I've always said. Who is this bum?
Oh God, that's Rey Mysterio's son. He is awful.
His son. Well, I've missed a lot of wrestling.
Dude, he's. I have bigger arms than him, and I'm 5'6". If I'm on my best, I stand up straight.
But what I'm saying is, like, I think it has proven one thing that I've said: do not touch. Just don't touch. Don't even think about touching any characters that we have in the past from the original 3. Don't touch any of them. Go ahead and create new stuff. When we saw Rebels, great stuff. You want to have a character just come in and cameo, like a Boba Fett cameo. You want to have like Luke Skywalker. Well, I mean, they kind of screwed that up too, but if you want him to cameo and just not be that important in it, fine. Go ahead and do that. But please stop. And by the way, JJ said it right. Get John the fuck away from writing. It's horrible. Even in this.
Yeah, we went head to head early on those episodes. We were arguing about it's not direction. It's writing. And I was like, no, it's directing. But man, these last
Howard
2
did a
episodes
great job
with other directors, the writing's still super weak.
Howard did a great job directing this, and the overall direction goes. That's also something you got to put on. John,
then Tamina, Liv Morgan. She's in the main event picture.
Kane.
Who was that? Oh, Kane.
How was Kane in? Oh, it's WWF. All right. But Biggie.
Hey, Biggie.
But I'm saying like I just I don't know why people thought I'd hate the episode. They're like, oh, you're gonna hate it. No, I don't hate the episode at all. I love the episode. There's a couple problems and there's a couple easy. Once again, writing wise, somebody said it, like, we're not writers here, but when we as a show, if people in our chat can spend 2 minutes going like, this is how you should write it, can write it better than they did. I mean, that's a problem. That's a big problem. And that's a big Star Wars problem we're going to have at this point. Like, if they don't get John to move on.
And well, here, just to kind of I know, Corbin, you didn't see the episode, and I don't want to spoil everything or give everything away as far as
it's
full-on
shot
review.
so well.
It is well done, but at the same time, she did a lot with very little. Because you know what happened in this story? Not very much. If we actually look at how far the story progressed, even getting a completely full-on Mandalorian episode about Djarin and not Boba Fett. Hey, Sasha Banks. Nothing really happened. Ultimately, what we got was Mando's not a Mandalorian. He got a new ship. He's going to help Boba Fett later.
Maybe.
That's it.
Yeah, I kind of like that they didn't, though, because there was one part that I will say, and we'll talk about more on Sunday, where I thought they were about to give more in-depth stuff on a character, like add an element, like a character was going to, they're going to identify who they were. Now I can explain something later on.
Lewis, it's just setting up his series.
That was his set. Yeah, but Lewis, what does that have to do?
I don't want his series to be set up in the middle of. We're only getting 7 episodes of Boba Fett, and you just spent an entire episode to set up somebody else's show.
The problem with it is, this is what it's like doing. It's like going like, "Hey, we're going to watch the Batman movie," and then all of a sudden, Spider-Man shows up to talk about a Doctor Strange.
No, not Spider-Man. No, it's not that. It's.
It kind of okay, so it's like Batman having a Batman movie, and
it was Superman. Like, you think of it as Superman, but then all of a sudden, Batman comes in and steals his thunder.
Doesn't even steal his thunder. They just start showing you. They just in the middle of the Superman movie, they show you a 30-minute trailer for the next Batman movie coming up, and it looks sweet. It doesn't have Sparkly guy in it. Corbin, what do you think of Sparkly Batman?
Odd. Is that? I mean, I'm not a fan of the recent.
Yeah.
You don't like Pattinson?
No, thank you.
Like. Here's my thing. Let me walk it back. I wasn't hyped about it. I do like the tone they're going with. I don't like the actor chosen right now. I like the direction. You know what I mean? I like this Batman who's like workshop and everything. The Batmobile looks like a car cobbled together. More detective stuff. A lot more brutal. I just don't know if I'm sold on Patterson, like him being the guy. You know?
Yeah.
So after I see it, I'll probably put full judgment. But that's where I'm at.
He can act. Don't let the Harry Potter or Twilight stuff, sway you too much. If you want, I think Netflix has a movie called Good Time. Check that out, where he's trying to keep his brother out of prison. That's a great movie. He acts very well in it. I
just don't think he can play both parts. So, like,
Good Time. That's what it's called.
Wow, the chat blew up, and I haven't been watching chat because I've been opening packs. Yep, plot progresses in the characters, but the plot for the characters we are watching. Yeah, dude. Like, there's no like. There's so many ways. We'll talk about it more. There's so many ways they could have done this better. Even if you were going to do something like this, it was season 3, right?
And again, I'm fine. I'm fine with it as far as I like the episode.
We ranked the episode. We'll give it grades because we give it here. So I'm going to tell you right now what our grade is as a preview grade. It's an 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I'm probably more at a 7 just because I feel like they lingered building that pod racer New Republic ship a little too long.
That's the downside. Why I didn't? There's 2 reasons why I didn't get a 10. One is because they could have. There's something that could have happened in there that they didn't do. And then once again, fucking stop it. Okay, Max Rebo doesn't have to be in it. I love Max Rebo. He doesn't have to be in every fucking episode. All right.
No.
You don't have to do dumb shit every fucking episode. We don't need pod racing. Like that's stupid.
Well, they didn't really give us pod racing.
Yes, they did. Where did he test that ship out?
I know. That's where they lived. That's where they were.
Village, bro. Like they did the whole thing. They started at Mos Espa. They literally went through the whole.
What were your feelings on the R5? And I know JJ said it's not the same, but I was like, they still call them BD. I know the coloring doesn't match, but there's a lot of time.
I like it. I don't care. I think they. Problem with they did. The problem
on the foil.
Glenn, somebody you know. Gran. Somebody you know.
Gran.
Yeah.
Oh, Grand Metalik? Jesus, he got cut. He's not even in the WWE anymore.
$1 million man.
And
And Diesel. That's a winner chicken dinner. Is that more Diesel? No.
Maybe. I couldn't tell.
So Escobar. Man. You know what? The problem I have is they're trying to make her too, like, everything's too, right? Like, that's where the writing was bad. John is also not a funny dude. So, like, they had some decent jokes for her, but then they, like, kind of took it over the line, too.
Yeah, it was weird. Don't you think it was weird? It was like, oh, I dated a Jawa once. They're very furry. I'm like, I don't
And
know.
then kept going with it, and then kept going, like, it's like Dane Cook. Remember when he used to tell a joke, and then, like, people would kind of give a snicker, and then he kept telling the punchline over
into the ground,
hammering that fucker into the ground? That's what they did. They did that a lot. If you open a Virgil card, I want it. Okay, Eric, if I open a Virgil card, mini Virgil, you can have it. But I mean, all in all, the episode was like Mando looks like it's gonna be great. Mando looks like it's gonna be great.
Marco, I did keep these.
I
did keep
Mando looks like it's gonna be great. Hopefully they'll keep going. Hopefully John we'll go back to Dave writing a little bit more for it or something, because, like, I think I've had enough of John and what he's doing. Oh, also, spoiler alert, they replaced Cara Dune with a just obnoxious white dude, but Upa still shows up.
Oh, yeah, extra guy. I thought he looked familiar, though. I don't know who he was, but extra guy looked familiar.
Extra guy, Kevin Smith.
No, Kevin Owens. It's KO. I don't know.
I watched that. There's another Sasha Banks.
Miz again.
The bad guy. We got the bad guy.
Wow.
Little Razor.
Who's that?
Is this Tugboat? Typhoon.
Oh,
I think it was Tugboat too, by the way.
One of the Usos. And back to KO.
All right. But yeah, I mean, I think all in all, I mean, what else can we say? We're going to talk about it on the show.
Yeah, we'll talk about it fully on Sunday. I enjoyed it, but I will say I feel like it took a big dump on Boba Fett.
Yeah, I think that's the problem that I've kind of been, I think people misinterpret what my biggest complaint is.
Thomas even said it. What they've done with Mando is what he wanted for Boba Fett, but they gave it to Mando. So now they decided, you know what? We're going to give Boba Fett the Dances with Wolves story. We're going to...
No, they didn't even do that. Like, it's worse than Dances. They've completely made him irrelevant. I mean,
they gave him the Dances with Wolves, and then randomly, I want to be a crime lord, but he's not good at it.
Well, no, not even that. You could have done that, or you could have just kept him bounty hunter. You could have done so many things. The problem with it is I don't think John understands the character. I really don't, and I think that's a big problem. I hate to say it. This is where it comes into play with what's that director that I freaking hate?
I don't know.
The one that did the first one of the sequel and the third.
Oh, J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams. I don't think they have an understanding for Star Wars, more or less what any of these characters are about. And then you get ruining stuff. Do you know Abrams wanted to blow up Coruscant? Why? And by the way, the Star Killer thing was stupid. And these are the things I'm railing on all the time while people are coming up with dumb videos about what the president of the company's doing. It has nothing to do about it. You don't worry about these writers. And then all of a sudden we get
a shit ton of Miz, man.
Yeah, I know. Miz sucks.
Oscar.
Hey, Eddie. He's dead. Oh, another sticker card. Awesome.
Sticker card.
Let's see what the other sticker card. Ray was the first one. Ooh. The Undertaker.
Taker.
All right.
And you got somebody else. I forget. I noticed him, but I didn't see who it was.
Shelton Benjamin. All right.
Oh, Benjamin.
But yeah, so I mean, I think that's the biggest problem is we got to watch what we're doing. And somebody's like, well, I love it when people are like, oh,
saves Tatooine. No, it's Tatooine. I
don't typically question other people's fandoms, and I try not to crap on people's blind faith. Mm-hmm. But I think you have to be reasonable about this. This obviously is a franchise that means a ton to me. And I'm not going to go like, oh, this because of Book of Fett, I hate Star Wars and I'm swearing it off forever. I'm just throw that L up.
Ruben, he isn't building because he has no idea how to be a crime lord.
Still building what?
Yeah, you don't go, hey, We're all under threat by the Pikes. Who's with me? Oh, nobody? Okay, well, I'm going to do it anyway. And then when I'm done, does he get tough and say, then you guys will owe me? No, he says,
Look,
you guys can still keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to pay me any tribute.
see,
So I don't know how I'm actually a crime lord if I'm not actually accepting any money from any of the crimes going on the planet.
I understand that.
I
I think that too. I think I've been very easy about ranking each of these and not even going over what the series as a whole should be. And now it's getting to the point where the series is almost coming to an end. And I'm sick of hearing, well, just wait till next episode because it's really going to pop off then. There's 2 episodes left. There's 2 episodes left. Okay. And like, we haven't ranked because let me tell you this. I don't give a shit if this episode was a 10 out of 10. I'm going to spoiler alert, hit the thing. Spoiler alert. This series ain't going to make over a 5 because remember when I was so high in ranking those first 2 episodes 7s? You know that? Yeah, they were. But the series, when we put them all together, and I said it then, we'll come back and look at it. That ain't 7s anymore. You know what I mean?
That's the problem. This episode, again, was good. It was a good episode on its own. I'm with everybody who says, I like this episode, the best episode yet. What it did made the rest of the episodes worse. That's what it did. Hey, Alexa Bliss. Otis.
You didn't say anything to Ultimate Warrior, but you like him.
I'm not a big Ultimate Warrior fan. I like Drew McIntyre more than like Ultimate Warrior.
Drew McIntyre, actually, yes, I think if you form Drew McIntyre and get any other one of their bigs, and you form them a tag team and you bring over Steiner, who's not Steiner, maybe you get the other Braun. You bring over Steiner, who's not really Steiner. What do they call him? They call him
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker, but there's another Braun WWF has. And
you're thinking of Braun.
Braun, yeah.
But he's not. He's actually outside. They let him go.
Oh, well, you figure something out like that. You put those 2 guys, and then you tag team up in the division, and you put Braun Breaker, and you tag him up with, I don't know, maybe the guy the guy, the Asian character that does this thing or something else, like somebody.
I don't know what Asian character you're talking about.
One like this with the head that's always sideways.
Oh, Shinsuke.
That would get killed, but it's a little bit faster to speed it up. And you put them together for some reason, that would be they'd bring back the or maybe you put in Big E.
He's not even really that fast. He does more of that the Japanese strong style.
Big E's partner. Who used to be Big E's partner?
He was with Kofi and Xavier Woods, who's on G4.
You bring in Kofi Kingston, and he gets pounded by those 2 dudes. And you bring in Braun, and they tag up as a tag team, and that's the tag team. Kofi Kingston flying around.
We'll see. They could bring up your boy on the Royal Rumble on Saturday.
They could. The last Royal Rumble wasn't bad. I mean, besides the fact that whatever. Anyways, that's what we're gonna do. We'll talk more about it on Sunday. Obviously, I think there's really starting to be a season though, unfortunately, and I think we got to. There you go.
Who is that? Is that the Godfather?
Yeah, this is the Godfather.
All right, I couldn't tell. It was kind of far away. I got you. All right.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know who this is.
I know a few people.
Kevin Owens again.
I don't know who this is.
Bliss.
Don't know who this is.
Oh, Dana Brooke. She sucks.
Hey, Big E again. I know him. All right. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I think we got to be careful here because, like, we can't.
I like how the cards look like the 1990s tops.
They are. They feel like that too. I think we got to be very careful here though too because we've got like people going like, you're going to remember this with fandom. Star Wars is a very vast fandom, and the one thing we shouldn't probably tell people is like how important of a fan you are.
No,
this has happened to me recently. People have told me how big and great Star Wars fans they are. Okay. And that's fine. You can be the biggest Star Wars fan you think you are. There's always somebody who's bigger. There's the guy who owns Rancho Cucamonga. There's Rancho Skywalker. There's always somebody bigger. So just remember when you're out there and you're saying this and that and the other thing, people can have opinions. And some of them aren't exactly wrong. I mean, when it's one of those websites that
it's an opinion. I mean, an opinion is an opinion. There's no real wrong answer.
Yeah, there's a difference between hate click websites that are like geared towards like this person's the problem and kill them all, and saying like this just isn't good and please fix it.
Like there's a difference. Like if you can come up with a
Yes.
solution, and the solution isn't just fire everybody. Like I know I just said that about John, like, but I don't think we should fire John. If you go back and look a year ago, what I said, and I still think this is true, is you end up putting him only at an executive level. So he overviews now that he figured out how TV works in animation. He becomes that over caring executive. You know what I mean? And then one day, then he can maybe go to VP and president. And you put Dave, who's now learned how to work the trolley and do directing for live action, in charge of television. And he gets all television. He gets animation, he gets writing, he gets executive decisions in television.
I suppose.
Yeah, it's the better move. You just got to do it. Just take the pen away. Exactly. I don't think you should fire him. I think you should take.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't take the pen
Reassigning,
away. You can big story it.
I think he could. I think he'd be great in that. I think what happened was a lot of people gassed him up, and were like, "Yo, he's the savior. Give us those the F." And we weren't. Well, some people said absolutely don't do that. JJ for one, and let's pump our brakes.
I'm not saying do this either, Eric. He's not Feige.
Yeah. I just said let's pump our brakes a little bit because he's had some questionable things and maybe like find the good fit for him because he'll do stuff. Other people gassed him up and was like, he should be the president of Star Wars and he should write everything and direct everything. And well, I mean, you know, how you like him now? Because he killed Boba Fett. You're dead, buddy. He killed you. He literally killed him. I don't think anybody, even the most positive person, as much as Ruben or Dom will try to hype up like there's 2 episodes left. He's gonna change and go. It doesn't matter at this point. It really
not.
That doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They've killed the character, and that's sad.
All they needed to do, and I was gonna save it for Sunday, but I'll just say it real quickly now. And I've said it in our chat too.
Left. I'm just trying to get
all they needed to do was, you know what? We didn't need a Boba Fett series then.
No, we didn't.
Give us a 90-minute, 2-hour movie showing the backstory that you wanted to tell, which is fine. Tell that story, and then just give us Mandalorian season 3.
Why did you? No, hey, this would have been better in Mandalorian season 3. You just give us 2 fucking episodes of Boba Fett. You show how he got.
I'm saying you don't even need to really give us 2 full episodes. You could have just given us 1 episode of Boba Fett.
Vicious. Vader. Oh, geez.
Vader.
Yeah, but either way, maybe Ross. I don't know. Either way, you give us 2. Yeah, fucking Miz again, and then say, but you give us 2 or 1 hour-long episode of Boba Fett. You catch us up.
How many more packs do you have?
1 more pack. There's 11 packs.
Only 1 more. I was gonna say, it seems like you open like 30 of these damn things.
I'm trying. It's 11. I've opened 10. The packs are hard as shit to open at this point. I'm using
that looked pretty rough. That last one, I guess. Oh, the snip. Yeah, the scissor. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the deal. Oh, here's that guy I was talking about. This guy, this weirdo.
Oh yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura. Again,
is literally Mr. Perfect.
He got cut too. He's no longer with the company.
Sticker card. Anything cool? Oh no. Well, he's not terrible.
Who'd you get?
Seth Rollins.
I like Seth Rollins. I think he's going to win on Saturday.
Samoa Joe
got fired again too.
Yeah, he always gets fired. All right. So that's all the card. But yeah, that's it. Like, I mean, it's sad. It's sad we had a death in the family. They've killed Han Solo twice because Lucas killed him when he didn't let him shoot first. And then they decided to really kill him, and they let J.J. Abrams just decimate him. So, and now they've done the same thing to Boba Fett. So I just hope, I'm almost hoping that the Obi-Wan show gets canceled at this point.
Well, let's look at it. Just to your point, real quickly before we move on. So, to your points about Han Solo, to the points of what they did to Boba Fett, what did they do to Luke? They made him this weird ass hermit who didn't want to help anybody. What did they do to Princess Leia? They made her fly out through space.
I actually don't. Those are
through space. Space poppins.
Time out. I think what they did with Leia and Luke are way different than what they did with Han. Luke at the end ended up sacrificing himself and using an ultimate power of the Force. Okay, he ended up. I know the jumping around and milking thing was kind of dumb, but at least there was that. At least they gave him that. And Leia, who was always, if you follow the whole canon thing, yeah, okay, cinematically, it was probably more beautiful than it was realistic. Okay, I get that. But yes, she had some special fairy force dust on her. I can live with that.
Well,
They
yeah, I can't.
fucking just took Han and threw him in a trash can. Nobody fucking shot. Nobody did shit. There was no heroic action. The heroic action, at least Leia was doing a heroic action. At least Luke did a heroic action. Han's like, yo, I guess you're my kid, so fucking throw me in the dumpster, bro. There you go. That's what happened to Han. That's what happened to Han.
I was still waiting for the reveal that Han, like I said, killed himself with Kylo's lightsaber.
For what? So his son could go to the dark side. It doesn't fucking matter. They still
That's what I'm saying. I was still waiting for that reveal to happen.
I got a bowcaster, but I'm not gonna shoot anybody. You know what I mean? Like, no, come on, dude. They did him dirty.
I was gonna say Chewie was the only one who really did get
He shot in the air after he cried and let everybody know he didn't line anybody up.
Then he got a medal.
Yeah,
he got a medal.
Hey, that I'm telling that is
richly deserved.
Yeah, number one, by the way, is one of the worst of that. Like, so it'd be 4. Was it? I don't remember. So 4 is one of the worst. Or no, it's not.
Let's not forget Lando. Let's not forget Creeper Lando, who seemed like he was hitting on his
back Lando, who he's on a rascal and hitting on his granddaughter.
Yeah, that I didn't like that. They
do not bring him back, folks. If you want to watch, this is what I've been saying forever. If you want to watch those characters and you want to relive your nostalgia, go over to the DVD player. Go over to the VHS player. Go to Disney Plus. Go to TNT around the holidays. Just turn on those original movies.
Go to the VHS player and play your THX versions of the original trilogy.
Go to Laserdisc. Laserdisc still got the original version. Go do that. Turn on the original versions and watch the original version.
Never had a laser,
huh?
Well, my fan, we weren't affluent enough to have Laserdisc back then.
Just
Laserdisc was like high end shit.
Get very nostalgic. Let your kids watch them.
Laserdisc was like having a Neo Geo like video game system.
My point being, let's stop bringing this shit back. Move on. Do whatever you're gonna do with the High Republic, Acolytes, Mandalorian, Rebels, the Thrawn thing that you're gonna do. Do all that shit. Like, do all that. Do it. But please, 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 please stop going back and touching anything that has to do with the original 3 movies.
Yeah, do something else.
Just do something else. Move on. Give us new content. You seem to be decent at it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Resistance fucking fell flat, but Rebels was great. Even Clone Wars, sure, you did a little bit with Obi and you did a little bit with Anakin, but like it was new in concept on what they were doing at the time.
Yeah. Real quick, because I know you were a fan of Last Jedi, but my favorite Last Jedi is when they made Rey nobody. They made her not a Skywalker, not related to anybody to the original movie.
Yeah.
Marvin, you laugh, but everybody thinks I hate it. Like, Ruben still to this day thinks I hate it, but I actually liked that one out of the 3.
I was not a fan.
I think the Johnson one was good because it was Space Odyssey. Now, listen, you still fucking like whatever, but it was Space Odyssey. It gave us new stuff like anybody could have. It gave you that link that there's a
That's
new.
What I wanted. I wanted a larger. I wanted him to move away from Skywalker.
Yeah, move away. It gave you expansion of the universe. You can like or hate Canto Bright, but the one thing that if you look at
that's what I didn't like.
Yeah, well, but it did the table scene where they're talking about the weapons, not about the whole fucking.
Yes, yeah, that I will admit. But again, that scene would have played better if
and in the universe it
wasn't stuttering like a goofball, and they just gave us Hondo like they should have. It would have been fine.
The no shoe dumb shit, sure, man. I got you. That stuff sucked. I get it. That they Boba Fetted Captain Phasma. Yeah, that shit kind of sucked too. But at one point, you're gonna get the fucking Snyder cut after they had to do with everything they laid down on the fucking table in the first movie because they didn't do shit in the first movie. All they did was
imagine if they
throw them away like trash, and that's it.
You replace DJ with Hondo, same dialogue without the stuttering. Isn't that movie now the best, like bar none for anybody in the trilogies?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's all they did. They gave us Hondo without giving us Hondo. And so get rid of stutter and just give us Hondo.
100%. I think when you go back and look at it, and that's the biggest thing when people are like yelling at me, like, you think they're all terrible. No, I think the Johnson movie was fine. I don't think it was great by any stretch of the imagination. I do think cinematically they did a lot of cool stuff there.
But yeah, no, I think it expanded the universe. It gave the ability to show that any child could be special, but you didn't have to be of a certain lineage to be important.
And that's what I liked about it. And I was fine with the rehash of A New Hope. I was fine with them just revamping, remixing it.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with that. I was fine with that, especially when they moved on with Last Jedi. Right, parts I didn't like. I didn't like the Canto stuff. It was just too much on the nose. Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
We're getting too far afield. We'll save that when we talk to Ruben.
Fucking Prague every once in a while. Everybody loves chicken, even vegans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
anyway,
on that one.
All this Star Wars talk here. At the end of that, I still had a hell of a good time doing the Spider-Man and Batman.
Yeah, but, hey, JJ, you're a curmudgeon, so yeah, of course you didn't like bright things that are beautiful. Corbin, I really appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much.
Dude, thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Marco.
Maybe hopefully the chat.
We probably got to do something together.
Hopefully the chat didn't scare you away, and you might come back either next week or the week after.
Yeah,
you have an open invitation for me.
Thank you,
man. I had a lot of fun. This was good stuff.
It was. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Thank you both. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. No, they were great. This made it so much fun. I haven't laughed this much in a while. So
good.
I still disagree with our chat on most.
They were killing me.
Hey, could you imagine if the chat? He would be the only reason he's agreed to maybe come back is because Batman actually would. Could you imagine if Batman lost Corbin and be like, I'm never going on this fucking show?
Yeah, I don't know how this is. No, like I said, it was so funny because I was going to be in the chat today, and instead I leveled up a little bit. So
yeah, I hit him up. And I was like, yo, yeah, Corbin, we need a DC homer. I was like, yo,
thank you.
You know, because I've asked you before, and you're like, yeah, well, anytime. And I'm like, anytime doesn't mean anything. Like, we got to come up with new shows.
Yeah.
And I was like,
anytime it is too vague. It's just
so. True. I just suck at inviting myself. So
no, it worked out. I wish you would have invited yourself. We enjoy people inviting themselves. That's the truth about it. Pete, we're losing viewers like Boba Fett's losing.
I know. I'm ready to hit the button, but I'm actually waiting for the new outro to load while I'm waiting.
Oh, thanks, guys.
TikTok, because I actually updated it because I had time. So we are done for this week. We'll see you all next week.
Russians are attacking in group mass.
What are you talking about?
Right here, they're attacking us.
You keep bringing up new shit while we're trying to sign off.
No, sign off. The Russians are attacking. Get us out of here.
All right. Come back on Sunday. Watch our full review where we'll get into with the rest of the guys, and we'll go over. I'm sorry. Mando 3 episode 1.
Yeah, let's see what Dom has to say about this because, like,
I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
All right. We'll see y'all later.
Later, guys.
Okay.